Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the ICC Academy. It's the ILT20 Development Tournament. It's day 6 and match number 11 between the Blitzers and Dynamos about to start in a few minutes. This has been an exciting tournament. Some really good performances from the players and the teams. And these are the games today. It's the Blitzers versus the Dynamos. Dynamos bottom of the table. Blitzers just about mid-table at the moment. And the final game, the Marvels, will be playing against the Thunderbolts, two teams that need a victory to cement that semi-final slot. We're talking about that semi-final slot. This is the points table then. The ILT20 Pearls up top with the 13 points. And if you're trying to do the maths, well, they have that extra point because of the power play batting point that a team can accumulate. ILT20 Marvels at number 2, Blitzers number 3, Braves at number 4, Thunderbolts at number 5, and the Dynamos yet to get a point. So all to play for today. It's going to be a very exciting day of cricket for us. Well, let's go down to Mohammad Rashid. He's there having a look at the 22 yards for the day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ICC Cricket Academy, day number 6 of the ILT T20 Development Tournament. We are here to analyze the wicket, and this is the same wicket that has been used for the last 3 days. There was a lot of runs on this wicket. We saw 190 chase down. At the moment, there is a slight breeze blowing across the ground from my left to my right, and these are still warm conditions here. But this wicket looks like a belter of a track. It looks like there's a lot of runs on this wicket, and there's even bounce on this wicket. That is what has been helping the batters to get it on the bat towards the end of the innings, towards the end of the night. We see a lot of dew coming in, and that has been playing a major factor in teams chasing the second innings. But in my opinion, the first game, captains winning the toss would probably want to bowl first, restrict the opposition, and then go down and chase. Back to you guys in the comms.
Well, thank you, Rashid. It's the same wicket that was used yesterday and before that mid-tournament break. So it will be very interesting to see how it holds up. It's been a good batting track, and teams chasing have favored the situation and the conditions so far. So let's see what the Blitzers and the Dynamos will decide to do at the toss. We've got Rashid down there with the two captains and the match referee.
Thank you, Combs. It's time to flip the coin. It's match number 11 of the ILT20 Development Tournament here at the ICC Cricket Academy. I've got the star cast to my left, Ali Abid for Team Blitzers. He'll be leading the side. Fahad Nawaz will be leading Dynamos. And I've got the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. The Blitzers is the home team. Ali will flip the coin. Heads is the call.
It is tail.
It is a tail. Ali, toss जीत गए. मुबारक हो. क्या decide किया?
हम पहले बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं.
कोई रीज़न है बॉलिंग के पीछे?
नहीं एक्चुअली हमारे पास बैटिंग स्ट्रेंथ थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा है, तो वैसे भी हम चेज में थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल रहते हैं.
अच्छा, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि कितना रिस्ट्रिक्ट करेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा?
इंशाल्लाह डे मैच है तो कोशिश करेंगे 130 140 के अंदर पकड़ें तो इंशाल्लाह चेज कर लेंगे.
अच्छा, वो पावर पॉइंट आप जो पावर प्ले के अंदर आता है वो आपके लिए बड़ा ज़रूरी होता है. हमने देखा पहले मैच के बाद आपने बड़ा फोकस किया उसके अंदर. वो कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है?
एक्चुअली वो तो सब टीम्स के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन कोशिश करेंगे कि आज वो भी लें तो एटलीस्ट टॉप पोजीशन में आ जाएं.
कोई चेंजेस हैं साइड में?
नहीं, सेम साइड.
चलें, ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू.
Fahad, toss not going your way. What would you have done?
What has decided to bat first only.
Right. What do you think is a good total on this wicket?
I think 160, 170 will be a good score in this weekend.
Right. And how do you think the morale of the team is? You haven't won a game as yet, but you'll be playing to win a game, obviously. But what's the strategy like?
Think simple plan. We just need to be positive, and yeah, we lost last three games, so we learned and we move forward. So I think we'll become more positive today.
What's the composition of your side today?
We have one change.
Right. All the best and give us a good game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's the news from the centre. Then Blitzers winning the toss and electing to bowl first.
Thank you, Mohammad Rashid. So it's the same situation here at the toss. It's the Blitzers who've won it. Ali Abed deciding to field first. And these are the lineups then. The Dynamos Ammar Badami, Fahad Nawaz, Hamid Khan, Mohammad Asif, Mohammad Irfan, Mohammad Shadad coming back into the side. Mohammad Umar Dogar had a good day with the ball. Usama Hassan Shah, Samal Uduwatta, he's been one of the eye-catching performers for this Dynamos team. Taimur Ali and Vikum Sanjaya, new bowler. And ILT20, the blitzers, Ali Abid, Aryan Lakra, Dhuv Parashar gets into the side. Fayyaz Ahmed with a comeback, that's good to see. Middle order batter, very important for the blitzers. And so is Muhammad Nadeem, Matiullah Khan, Muhammad Kamran Atta, Muhammad Zubair Khan, Usman Khan, Uzair Bacha, and Uzair Khan making up a very, very strong blitzer side. Well, the two umpires are walking out, and walking into the comm box to start off proceedings with me is my opening partner, Abid Ibrahim. Abid, welcome.
Thank you very much, Abdurrahman. It seems to be a wonderful day here. We'll have two games lined up. Blitzers first up against the Dynamos. Those are the two openers making their way into the middle. Hamid Khan, the danger man. And you've been talking about Samal Uduwatte. What a great performer he is. He's an exceptional talent. He's got a lot of varieties in his shots. The way he plays those very stylish left-hander. We would be looking forward to it.
Yeah, two very aggressive openers for the Dynamos, Hamid Khan and Samal Uduwatta. Very different in their approach. Samal technically correct in the way he goes about his business, playing through the line. Likes to hit that lofted shot over long off and long on. And the Dynamos, well, I'm not sure if they're out of the tournament mathematically. I think they're still in that. If they can pick up a win, if they can pick up that power play point, they could still cause an issue or two. Hamid Khan, only his second game. I'm very surprised that they didn't start the tournament with him. Look at those numbers, 182 strike rate. That's what he brings to the table.
And the left-hander, the other end, Samal Uduwatta, with 150 strike rate. He's got the 4 sixes in the tournament. This is fourth game for him, and now this is what been talking about. He's very talented, and talking about the talent and class, we have Matiullah Khan with the ball in hand. 2 wickets so far in the tournament. And economy is slightly on a higher side considering the kind of wickets we had initial of the tournament, and I think it must get better and better.
Yeah, he's been off colour, Matiola. Good to see Ali Abid giving him the new ball, the first over.
Keeper ready, batsman ready. Play.
Umpire Shami maybe with his trademark shades on. And here we go. First delivery into the stumps. And Hamid Khan does not need a sighter or a loosener. Hits it towards square leg, and the Dynamos are off.
Yeah, it's kind of a trademark, so everywhere. It's not only Shami, maybe his partner Kamran as well at the other end. And Matiullah with that slightly fuller length delivery there, which was quite easy to play. Hamid, least bothered about whether it's the first delivery or the second, is going to cross the line. Well, that's very brave of him.
Well, Matiullah Khan, I think what he was trying to do was just target the stumps, because Hamid Khan will show you all three. But he's so good, so quick with his hands. It's not easy to beat him. Again, oh, has he nicked that? No, that has swung. Very good delivery from Matiullah Khan. And Hamid, he's a bit perplexed at the moment. Doesn't have no idea what's just happened.
Yeah, left him wondering what went wrong there. There was nothing wrong, absolutely. That ball swung and seamed. Yeah, completely squared him up. And how did that ball miss the top of the bails? By inches only.
Oh, very well bowled. Good comeback. If anything, you just have to say he's a bit too leg side at the moment. Matiullah needs to be top of off, as they say. That's the dream zone for the fast bowlers. Oh, this time he's picked up and picked it up really well. Hamid Khan gets a boundary. And what a way to start the innings for the Dynamos.
Yeah, Matiullah is taking the challenge up, trying to bowl around the patch where Hamid Khan likes to get that ball. Risking it. That's where he want the ball to be around. Yeah, playing across the line. Matiullah really need to bowl around that off stick, as you said. This will not help.
Well, the general teaching to all the batters is don't play across the line early in your innings. Hamid Khan from a completely different school of batting. The two deliveries he's connected so far have been across the line, but he backs himself to play those shots, especially square on the leg side. This time outside off stump. That's the channel you need to bowl, Matiullah.
I think it's all about the temperament. The kind of batter Hamid is, you need couple of dot deliveries. You just need to bowl him a few dot deliveries and he will lose it up. Look at that now. That's where he has to be. A little bit of out swinger and on the offside channel should work out.
You're absolutely right there, Abid. You need to frustrate a batter like Hamid Khan. If you keep bowling to his zone, he'll keep connecting, getting runs, a couple of dot balls, as you said, and all of a sudden there'll be a bit of panic. Much quicker this time, and coming into the right-hander. Hamid Khan just adjusting his thigh pad. They don't want to show pain, but as soon as the bowler turns around, he rubs that spot. Karthik Meyyappan not playing today. Ronak Panoli not playing today. Sanchit Sharma not playing today as well. So the Dynamos, they're without their premier bowling lineup again. No Zahoor Khan as well.
I think they didn't really got gelled initially in the tournament. That's why maybe they're struggling. Ah, beautiful delivery to end the over. Just left that right hander, play on the onside. Hamid really missing that 3-dot balls. Good over in the end despite getting hit for a boundary. It's given only 6.
The new bowler is Uzair Khan. He's had a wonderful tournament so far. 7 wickets, economy rate of 6. Runs with the bat as well. Such a key component for this blitzer side, and I'm sure one of the players that the ILT20 scouts will keep an eye on. Well, I was given some homework a few days ago about which players would be the ones that would get recruited by the teams. Very well bowled, good start.
Yeah, sounds a very interesting story. Go ahead, Abdul Rahman, tell us.
Yeah, so it was a very difficult homework given to me by our very own Ahmed Khwaja. Clearly, he was never a good school teacher. And the 13 players that I think have an opportunity to get noticed, one of them is on your screen at the moment, Samal Uduwatta.
I think, yes, he's pretty much solid. His shots are different.
And the other one is Uzair Khan.
Yeah, off the hips now. Getting almost towards the boundary line. A little hard work there, but not a bad shot to start with.
Yeah, that swivel pull, he's very good at that. So Samal is probably one that you can keep an eye out. Uzair another. And the third one that I think has a great chance of getting picked up is the chase master of the UAE, Rahul Chopra. What a knock he played yesterday. Unfortunately, just couldn't take his team across the winning line. That's the zone where I think Samal needs to work on. He is so strong when that ball is full. That's the number of wickets, highest wicket takers. Haider Ali with the 4 wickets yesterday. Another man you need to keep an eye out for. Ayan Afzal Khan, obviously already a part of the ILT20 teams, the champion team in fact. Aditya Shetty has been bowling really well. Jawadullah also retained by his ILT20 side. So Haider Uzair, definitely two that I would think have a good chance of getting selected or at least put into the draft.
I'm sure Haider Ali does deserve to play that. The way he bowled yesterday, even picking up 4 wickets up front, top order.
Oh, there was a chance of a run out. That was a suicidal single. No idea why they went for that one. Right into the hands of the fielder, and you'll say the blitzers will be disappointed they haven't taken Samal out of the equation. That should have been a regulation run out.
Yeah, they could have tried there. There was nobody at that wicket. Hamid Khan been quiet for some time now, as those last 3 deliveries he played against Matiullah but have shaken up his confidence.
So I'm going to share my homework now, Abid, because I'm lazy. I'm going to give you a little bit of a task as well. It's a no ball. It's a no ball, and that ball is racing to the boundary. Are they going to save it? Yes, they do. Matiullah, and it's Fayaz Ahmed with the teamwork. They run 3, and it's a free hit now for Samal.
And I will see some action. We'll see some drama, definitely. It's a cardinal sin that Uzair made. Overstepping that popping crease in this one. Yeah, he's just crossed that line maybe.
Well, since I'm a bowler by heart, or at least I think I am, I would say that was a slightly harsh decision. I'm not sure, but I thought there was just that little bit of white behind the line. All said and done, it is a very good delivery. The free hit, a dot ball. So I've picked out my 3, or 4 I should say. Samal, Uzair, Haider and Rahul Chopra. Yeah. Who are your 4?
I wish I can. It's easy for me to pick the retained ones. Is it allowed?
And this is where you know that Abid Ibrahim has never done his homework. He's always copied off his classmates.
I think there are plenty, but someone who haven't performed up to the mark the way I expected, especially that Ronak Panoli. I thought that boy might put up a big show here. Oh, push from the back foot. Didn't carry all the way. Yeah, Nadeem, if he gets going, the problem is we're talking about the big names, but we are not talking about the performances here. These are 2 different things that we need to look into. 2 overs done and dusted, 13 for none.
Well, that's a batting card. Shadad slotted in at number 3, Fahad and Irfan at number 8. I honestly think that they've underestimated Mohammad Irfan as the batter. I would like to see him up the order. He's one of the few batters in the domestic circuit that has been in very good form over the last few months or so.
I'm not sure why they have just not only Irfan, but for me, Temur is a different problem altogether. He should have used him as well at the top.
Oh, big slash and very well done by Kamran Atta. And dives to save that ball. So 4 that I have found out. I'll give you another one, a 5th one. So I'll make your homework even easier now. Alishan Sharfu. He's been in very good batting form so far.
Yeah, you made it a little easy for me. His partner, Khalid Shah, I think.
Oh, Very good point. Khalid Shah has been a part of quite a few franchise teams over the last few months as well. So we've got 6 at the moment.
I think Asif Khan Lala also. Definitely. It's quite easy job for me, Abdurrahman. I can just give you the names.
Asif Khan, another name. I think he's in the top run scoring charts as well. Oh, it's Aryan Lakra this time at point. Keeps it to a dot ball.
One player that I particularly would like to see in that draft at least is Ali Abid. He's been doing so well for the past few years. I think he deserves to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. Ali Abid, another player that has been performing consistently. You have to question, and there's a good point you made, Abid, about the performance in this tournament. Let's see if he can do something today with the bat. Slashed hard and going down to the fielder. Zubair with the cleanup.
I won't mind to see those left armers coming a little early now. Maybe the next serve, I'll keep that Uzair for the later part of the game. Just bring that left armor and tweak around a little bit. Hamid likes to go against the spinners. Maybe just tease him up and get a wicket of him.
Yeah, that would be a big wicket. Again, this Dynamo's batting order just hasn't been tested. They haven't been performing as well as they could. Goes across the line one more time and misses out. Matiullah now into a good groove.
Yeah, the love story continues between Mati and Hamid. Both of them is really giving tough time to each other. It started well for Hamid, but it's going well now for Mati.
Yeah, 10 of 9. He had raced to 6 of 2. 3 deliveries. So mini pullback here from Matiullah. But we've seen that so many times. He needs to end the over well. He starts the over nicely, Matiullah, and then concedes a needless boundary. Again, a big slash and lucky not to get the outside edge.
Now, if you ask me, if it's working for a bowler, he should not try to use alternatives. Just stick with it. For Matiullah, that's the case. I think he's enjoying currently bowling those in-swingers to Hamid and testing him.
Yeah, I feel sometimes, just like batters, bowlers also tend to do a little bit too much. So you're right. As a fast bowler in the T20 format, if you can bowl 4 overs and give away 16, 20 runs, that's a victory as well. Again, pulled towards deep mid-wicket. They have a fielder there. That man we have not talked about at all. Usman Khan, second highest run scorer of this ILT20 development tournament at the moment. 16 for no loss, end of over number 3. Uzair will continue. No left arm spinner yet. And has he got a wicket? It's in the air and it falls a few yards short. It's Uzair Bacha, I think. I think a bit slow off the block. He was very deep, right at the edge of the circle. And Hamid Khan unable to get a good connection.
Yeah, I think he wasn't sure whether to go for the catch or try to save that ball. You can see those baby steps.
Yeah, absolutely. Those tiptoes right at the end. Baby steps, as Abid said. In two minds. Samal this time dragging that ball from outside off. He gets a single, gets to the other end.
I think in the field, no matter where you're fielding, you always need to be on your toes. This is what Abdurrahman is interesting about.
Well, we've discussed Rahul Chopra, Usman Khan and Khalid Shah as the three that Abid and I were saying should be drafted. Aryan Sharma obviously part of that list as well. Very consistent in his run scoring. And Asif Khan. So without looking at the stats, I think you and I have done a good job so far, Abid, in selecting those 13 players.
Yeah, I wouldn't be calling that really hard work because that chart of batting order makes our work half of it done here. Yeah, I think all these five deserve to be there.
I'll tell you what, that 97.5 average yesterday was 172. He got out in the last over. Rahul Chopra, he had been dismissed only once before that. And Usman Khan, he'll have a big role to play here to make sure the blitzers are in the top four. Again dragged towards leg side. He gets a boundary, found the gap. There are two fielders in the circle and he has perfectly bisected both of them.
I'm not so convinced with this coming over the wicket for the right-hander there. I think it would have been much better if he changed his sign and come round the wicket for Hamid because he wants to play on the onside, and if you just try to bowl him around the pads and move it away, that will help him. It will come onto the bat. Rather what Matiullah was doing, bowling those in-swingers.
Yeah, unlike Jawadullah who brings the ball into the right-hander, Uzair prefers to take it away from the right-hander. There again you can see. And this time has he found the gap? No. Good fielding effort. Keeps it down to one. It's the youngster Dhruv Parashar. He'll have a big role as well for the blitzers. They've made a couple of changes. They've brought in some young blood. He's very talented, Dhruv.
I think every team should have a couple of players like these youngsters who really can put impact. I think it's equally balanced side from both the sides. All these sides who's participating in this ILT20 developments do have the youngsters, but you need to use them in the field as well, I feel.
On the pads this time. Samal Aduwate and Hamid are slowly but surely building a very good opening partnership. End of over number 4. Score moves along to 25 for no loss. Well, on cue, as Abid Ibrahim was asking, a left-arm spinner has been brought into the attack. And that first ball, the hands through the ball nicely. Hamid Khan gets a boundary.
Well, I did ask for the left armer to come on and join, but did not ask to bowl too full to Hamid. You just cannot afford to bowl him there in the slot. Easy picking for him. He goes inside out. Gets one bounce boundary there.
Good start this for Hamid against Zubair. And now they get a single. Very good cricket here by the Dynamos.
Yeah, that's not been a side that we have seen for a long time of Hamid Khan hitting a boundary and taking a single the next delivery. Yeah, it's exceptional. If he's learning these things, that means that he want to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. The days of hitting or trying to hit everything out of the park are gone now. The bowlers are much smarter, the conditions are tougher. So you have to play intelligent cricket. You have to follow the better batters and see what they do. Samal Utowatte, he's found his arc. That ball was on the pad. Shami maybe with his particular style of giving a boundary, it's the maximum.
What a pickup shot that is. Beautiful. That wasn't a bad delivery at all. Just a little bit full, but look at that pickup shot. One knee down, up she goes. He's a very touch player.
Yeah, very good connection. And that is not just 6 runs, but it's also a very expensive shot for the ICC because we'll have a new ball now. Mr. Shiju Sam coming out with the box. We're still in the power play, so I think they will get a new ball again. And maybe the umpires will have a word now with Samal and tell him, buddy, try to keep it within the boundaries.
Yeah, but that was beautiful connection, isn't it? Just middle that one and smoked it out of the ICC Cricket Academy. That ball going almost to that roadside and hitting those cars.
Well, I hope nobody driving over there got hit. And if you have been hit, just make sure you collect that ball and keep it in your car. And probably sell that and get a repair done. We start again. And this experiment of starting with the left arm spinner Abid, well, it has backfired. 11 runs of 3 deliveries so far.
I think both these 4 and 6 are because of bowling too full.
Oh, this time pulls his length back. And a slight fumble. They get 1. Pressure on the blitzers at the moment.
Well, definitely. They haven't lost a wicket here. That's been really, really impressive. Somehow or the other, both of these batters scored runs, over 100 run strike rate.
Oh, picks it up from the middle stump and gets another boundary. Hamid Khan cutting loose. As Abid was mentioning, the Dynamos, the opening partnership, off to a very good start now. 41 for no loss.
Yeah, this is what they do. He chooses to go square leg. He goes big and makes it. 6 runs in a grand fashion style. Lovely shot. Well, this over has turned out to be very, very, very expensive.
Yeah, 16 off it. And can we make it a 20? Yes, it is a boundary. 20 runs off the 5th over. Zubair, very expensive. Ali Abid's experiment of a spinner in the power play not working. And the Dynamos off to a very strong start. 45 for no loss. There'll be a quick change in the voices now for the next 5. It's going to be Shoaib Ahmed and Rashid Mohammed.
Thank you, Abdurrahman and Abid. 5 overs done, 45 for no loss. This is a very good start for the Dynamos. The opener is still out there. Samal on 14 of 12. Hamid looking very decent. 30 of 19 deliveries for him. Change in the bowling. It's going to be Aryan Lakra to come in. Starts off with a good delivery and they prevent that single from being taken. A very good start here. Aryan Lakra, 4 matches, 4 wickets for him. Look at that economy. Under 5, that is always superb in a T20. Remember, he went for a lot of runs in that super over, but still manages to keep it under 5. That's a big shot through the covers. That's running away towards the boundary, and that will be a boundary. Good shot from Samal, and what a way to welcome Shoaib Ahmed for the first time in the com box. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Rashid. Well, it is a pleasure to be back at the ICC Academy, and as you rightly mentioned, that's a very good shot from Samal, using his feet, reaching for the ball and placing it over covers. Wonderful shot, fine looking 4 runs for Samal. So the runs are coming quick and fast, and that's good news for Dynamos.
Yeah, it's a very, very good start here. They haven't lost a wicket, and that is always very important. The first 6 overs, you don't lose a wicket. You tend to go on and post a big total. Remember, this is a good wicket to bat on, so there are a lot of runs on this wicket. That will put a lot of pressure on blitzers. Normally a very good side. They tend to pick up wickets. He's gone towards the onside this time. They have got some protection there, and will only be a single. Poor running between the wickets.
Yeah, I think he was not sure whether it was going to go all the way, and as you rightly mentioned, that should have been 2 runs. 50 on the board with that single for Dynamos, and that is just a good start, a solid start for Dynamos.
Oh yeah, it's a very good start. Hamid and Samal, both of them looking very solid out there. Blitzers still looking for that first breakthrough to come in. They've tried and tested a few bowlers. Nothing has worked. Zubair was taken for a lot of runs in the last over. Remember, this is the last over of the power play. That power point is what every team is concentrating on. That has been a game changer in this tournament. Aryan Lakra to Hamid. That's a good delivery. Wraps him on the back foot, but the height and probably just going down leg. Very ambitious appeal coming in from Aryan Lakra. What a great bowler he's turned out to be. He's bowling with a lot of consistency, making sure he doesn't give any weight. He bowled only one bad delivery, and that was taken away by Samal for a boundary. Since then, this has been an excellent over. Once again, this is gone across the line and in the gap. That'll be another boundary. That's a very good shot. Not a bad delivery, but Hamid, the way he is playing, he's not going to miss out on those kind of deliveries. That's an excellent shot. Look at that. Slightly over pitched there, and Hamid just playing it towards that vacant mid-wicket region. A couple of bounces, and off she goes for a boundary. 4 more runs added to the total. 9 runs coming of this one. This is the last over of the power play. 1 more delivery to go. Aryan Lakra feeling the heat here. What a great start for Dynamos. This is probably the best start they've had in the tournament without losing a wicket in the first 6. 1 more delivery to go. We're just waiting to see how they end up finishing this power play. Pressure on Aryan Lakra. Some crowd walking in as well. Nine runs off the over. Last delivery of the power play. Aryan Lakra to Hamid. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. That's played straight over the bowler's head, but not timed as well as Hamid should have. It was in the slot, and I think he's missed out there. But still a good over. A very good power play coming to an end for the Dynamos. They're definitely controlling this game at the moment. 6 done, 55 for no loss. Well, there's a surprise move coming in from Ali Abid. He's gone to Usman to bowl the 7th over, the first one after the power play. He'll be coming in and bowling to Hamid and Samal. An off spinner. Doesn't bowl all that often, but he's got a lot of control. He gets the ball to turn as well. First delivery on the pads that's been played towards fine. And they pick up a quick single. There is an appeal by Kamran, but I think the batter had made it. Single to start the over, and that'll bring the left-hander on strike. I think this is the reason why Usman has been brought into the attack, to pick that wicket to break the partnership. Let's have a look once again. Yep, comfortably in there, Samal Udavatta. Mohammad Usman Khan coming in from the football ground ends.
Single!
Pitched up delivery, flighted delivery, gave it a lot of loop there. Very sensibly and very watchfully played down towards mid-wicket. They pick up yet another single here. Ali Abid trying to break this partnership. He's gone to Usman to break this partnership. He already used Zubair, but that plan didn't work. Aryan Lakra went for 10-11 runs as well. Oh, outside off sound. That's a good delivery. Way outside off sound. Kamran Atta is convinced that's a stumping. The umpire is not. He's pretty confident that there was nothing there. Hamid didn't lift his foot. Let's have a look once again. Good delivery. Beat him there. And yeah, I think Hamid had made his ground. That's a very good call from the umpire. Shami, maybe on your screens, he's the main umpire at the moment. Yeah, that's Usman now into his fourth delivery. 4 fielders inside the 30-yard. Once again, looped up delivery. That's been drilled towards long off. Fayaz Ahmed cleans it up. Will only be a single. So 1 more run added to the total. It has been a very good over. He hasn't conceded a boundary as yet, so that is a good sign. This is where they need to put a lot of pressure here, the Blitzers. Dynamos at the moment are looking fantastic.
Single!
Well, that wasn't a very good shot from Samal, fetching it from way outside off stump. Sweeping it towards the onside, and they pick up a single. 4 runs of the over so far. Oh, that's a good delivery. That's an excellent delivery. Deceived him with the pace there, slowing it down. Hamid was too early in that shot. Very lucky to still be out there. End of over number 7, 59 for no loss, the Dynamos. That's the batting card for Dynamos. All 10 wickets intact. Hamid and Samal unbeaten out there. 37 of 26 for Hamid, 21 of 17 for Samal. They've still got their captain Fahad Nawaz, Amar Badami and Osama. They were brilliant in the last game they played. Irfan can bat as well. He opens the innings normally. They've got Taimur Ali as well. Seven overs done, 59 for no loss. Excellent start for the Dynamos. Aryan Lakra to continue. That's been guided towards third. Fayaz manages to stop it. I can't stop that single from being taken. 60 for no loss after 7.1. Now the boundaries have not come in the last over. That was a good over from Usman. If they can bowl a couple of overs without boundaries here, that will really put pressure on the Dynamos. That's been played behind square. That's running away towards the boundary. That's a very good shot. Placed it perfectly by Hamid. Made sure that he played it along the carpet and away from the fielder. That's a very, very important welcome boundary. That will take away all the pressure that was being built in the other over by Usman. 4 runs for Hamid. He's going very strong in his 40s now. 41 of 27. Excellent start for him. He's been brought into the side. The second game he's playing and he's already made an impact. Got some runs, 30 odd in the first game as well. That's a better delivery and a very intelligent shot coming in from Hamid. After hitting the boundary, just placing it for a single through the offside. That is what you need. You need to make sure that you dispatch those loose deliveries and keep rotating strike. Don't let those deliveries come to you. Don't let that pressure come to you. Meanwhile, blitzers, they're still unable to break this partnership. Working for something to happen. Someone makes room for himself and Aryan follows him. That's a good delivery. A dot delivery coming in. That's what you need. You need to bowl a lot of dots. Samal uses his feet. That could be a chance. Direct hit. Is it? Well, Kamran, it's given. It hasn't been even referred. That's a wonderful effort coming in from the captain Ali Abid. There was no single there. Samal, as soon as he hit that shot, wanted to go over the single. Hamid wasn't interested. And that's a big blow. That partnership has finally been broken. And what an effort. You need something electric in the field. And Ali Abid, what an effort. That's a superb, fantastic effort coming in from the captain. One hand pick up and throw. And that's a direct hit, a bullseye. Getting a big wicket here. Samal was looking very promising. 22 of 20 for him. A boundary and a maximum in that innings. And that opening partnership has been broken finally. Was the stand-in captain Fahad Nawaz walking in at number 3. This has been a very good start for them. Blitzers finally able to break that partnership. Courtesy of very good effort from the captain in the 30-yard circle. 5 runs in 4 matches, Fahad Nawaz. This has been a dismal performance by him. He's a very talented player. Meanwhile, straight away, first delivery comes down the track. Heaves that towards the covers. They're coming for the second. This is excellent running. That is the kind of effort you need in the field, in the running between the wickets, beg your pardon. And Fahad Nawaz straight away, he's brought in a lot of energy with him. Let's have a look at that wicket once again. As soon as Samal hit that, he wanted to go for the single. He was nowhere near that. What an effort. That's a superb effort. Ali Abid, what a beauty. Needed a special effort to get him out and he's done that. 8 overs done, 67 for 1. Usman to continue. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. That's come from the middle of the blade. And that's gone all the way for a huge, humongous maximum from the blade of Hamid Khan. What a shot that one. Coming down the track, coming to the pitch of the delivery. And then hitting it through the line. Oh, that's a fantastic shot. That was bludgeoned there. Let's have a look once again. Yeah, looped up delivery. Comes down the track. Always in control. Always wanted to hit it for a maximum. And look at that. That's a great hit. 6 runs of the very first delivery of the over for Usman. He's getting a taste of his own medicine. Likes to go big himself, and on this occasion, it's Hamid Khan who's taking the charge. 48 of 29 deliveries. It's been a wonderful innings from Hamid. Oh, takes the top edge. That's gone up in the air. And an easy catch for Nadeem. Well, anti-climax here. He was looking very, very good out there, Hamid. After hitting that maximum, just wanted to place it for a single. He can't believe his luck. That was a very good delivery. Slightly late on that, Hamid. Just casually wanted to take a single. And look at that. Oh, couldn't believe it. But easy catch for Nadeem. He lost it nearly in the sun. Well, that's a big, big, big wicket. 48 of 30 delivery. There's been excellent knock from Hamid Khan. 7 boundaries and a maximum. And the second wicket down for the Dynamos. 73 on the board. New man in is Taimur Ali. Fuller delivery from Usman that's been played down the ground. Gets off the mark there, Taimur. This has been a good 2 overs for the Blitzers. They've managed to break that partnership. Both the openers are back in the hut. Fahad Nawaz 2 of 1 for him. Stand-in captain today. A lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Once again, looped up delivery straight to the fielder there. That's a good delivery. Usman not afraid to pitch it up to the batters. He knows that he's enticing them. They're still new in the crease. Oh, that's a good delivery. That's an excellent delivery. Quick single. There was a chance, but I think he was slightly slow off the blocks there, Ali Abid. Just not sure which end to throw. That extra second allows Fahad Nawaz to make it back. But they can't allow a risk to be taken here. Another wicket here. And that'll be... Oh, what a delivery. Another wicket. And what a delivery that is. That is a peach of a delivery. An off-spinner's delight. That's the top of off stump. Beautifully looped up delivery. Got that dip as well. And just held his line. Top of off stump. That is international class there. Look at that. Beautifully done. Whoa, what a delivery that one from Usman. Who says he's a part-timer? There you go. Gets in a little bit of celebration as well. Short stay for Taimur Ali. Checked out before he could check in. A single to his name. 3 overs done. 75 on the board. Three wickets down for 75 after 9. Good comeback here by the Blitzers, and then it's going to be Zubair to come in. He went for 20 runs in an over, after which he was taken off the attack, and now with the set openers back in the hut. Let's have a look at that delivery once again. Wow, what a delivery that is. You can keep on watching that over and over and over again. Meanwhile, this is back to live action. Fahad Nawaz lays it through the offside. He favors that side. And only gets a single there. Wasn't in control. That was played away from his body. but also made sure that it is away from the fielders. Omar Badami, the new man, takes his guard. Played a good little knock the last time around, partnering with Osama Hassan Shah. 30 odd runs for his. Needs a similar kind of innings here. Gets a single, is off the mark on the very first delivery. Blitzers have made inroads into this innings. Picked up wickets at regular intervals now after the power play was done. Oh, that's a poor effort by Fayaz. But no harm done. Nozair backing up quite nicely. They pick up another single here. So this is what they need here. They need singles. This is the middle part of the innings and they've got to a good start. The openers provided them the platform and now the middle order has to come good here. They need to make sure they keep rotating strike. Once again, wayward delivery way outside off stump and Amar playing it back to the batter. He's just new to the crease. He will take some time. But they can't allow too many singles to come in. That's another good delivery straight to the fielder. So it will be a dot ball to end the over. Another done. 10 overs done. And the Dynamos 78 for the loss of 3. That will bring a change in the voices in the comb box. To take you through the next 5, it's going to be Abdur Rahman and Abid Ibrahim.
Thank you, Mohammad Rashid. This is an ITW Prodigy and TPT 360 production. Watching these games live from the ICC Academy Ovals. It's the ILT20 Development Tournament. And it's the Dynamos against the Blitzers. If you're just joining us, it was the Blitzers who won the toss, decided to field first. And the Dynamos were off to a very good start. But it's Usman Khan with the ball who has staged a mini comeback for the men in purple. 2 wickets in his 2 overs. Could have easily had a third right now. Close LBW appeal here, Abid.
Yeah, maybe missing leg because he's an offie. So might it will turn away. This time use of the feet. Goes into the gap. Gets 4 runs. This is what you need to do. If you're Fahad Nawaz, come out of your comfort zone, my friend.
Yeah, he's been watching from the other end as he's lost one partner after another. It was Taimur Ali who got a brilliant off spin delivery from Usman Khan. And now he'll have to put his thinking cap on. Hopefully he'll put it on straight, not the way he's wearing his cap right now. But if he can bowl and give you 2 wickets in 2.5, 3 overs, and he can open the batting, and he's a wicket keeper by trade, Usman Khan. Well, he is such a valuable asset to any team.
I think he loves his cricket, isn't he? A complete player. A player like him who plays all three dimension of the games, covers it pretty well. It's quite a bit of evidence that they love this game, isn't it?
Well, his story is probably the one where you can make a 6-7 episode Netflix documentary. Started off playing domestic cricket in Pakistan, came here on a low wage job, started playing cricket on cement, then on turf, scoring runs for fun. Selected for the PSL, Pakistan Super League, scored a debut 50, moved clubs, went to Multan Sultan and scored the fastest 100 in PSL history, and has not looked back since. Played in franchise cricket all around the world, and you might soon see him in the UAE colours as well. 85 for 3, the Dynamos. The projected score 156. They'll take that at the moment. Zubair will continue. Gave 20 in his first over, then a good comeback, only 3 in his second. He needs to keep a tight lid on the scoring now. They need to keep that scoring rate down, very close to 8 and over at the moment, Dynamos.
The soon you gets hammering in the first over. Oh, this is played inside out and again in the gap. That's been the favorite area for both these batters, playing through the covers. Beautiful shot, again using the feet.
Well, we've talked up a lot of players. And I'll tell you what, we'll be talking about this lad in the next year or two as well. Ammar Badami. He's young, but he's extremely talented. And he's got a solid cover drive. Racing away over this quick ICC outfield. The first one, deliberate, going over the fielder. This one, placed all around the grass. Did not even raise an inch above the surface. Brilliant batting here from Ammar.
He crafted that shot so beautiful. Again now, deft touch. They'll be hurrying on to that running between the wicket. Excellent running. They completed that single.
Yeah, good support from the captain as well. Fahad Nawaz will want to give confidence to his young teammate. Fahad with a lot of experience. He has played for the UAE. Been in and out of the squad. He has a point to prove as well. Abid, as you were mentioning when he walked in.
Cuts it through the offside again. The ball is travelling with a lot of speed. They've got 2 fielders there at the extra cover in the cover region. Just to prevent the boundary. They've been doing so well. Both these batters, they just need a little bit of a width outside off. And they are also using and making room for themselves as well.
Yeah. Young lads. Very fit. And they will push hard for the singles and the doubles. So another expensive over this time. 11 runs coming off it. 96 for 3, the Dynamos. Well, this is very interesting from the Dynamos. They have not waited. As soon as the 12th over has hit, they have taken the power play. And I think this is the right call here with Fahad Nawaz in the middle and Ammar Badami looking good. You want to use your best batters for the power play. And if a wicket falls, they do have the option of Mohammad Irfan.
I think it's pretty much
Hey,
a
हो जाएगा.
sensible decision here to take that power play now, because both the batters are settled. Played over in almost 10 deliveries. Ammar played 8 and Fahad 13. And now they are pushing back on the leg side. They're bringing in actually leg side. They're having that extra cover fielder outside off. And probably the mid-off would be out.
Well, yeah, a lot of conversations going on between the captain and the bowler. Another thing, I think he's just thrown Ali Abid off guard. I don't think he was expecting that power play to come in so early. Probably wanted to bowl his spinners out. So Fahad Nawaz making the change. Oh, tries to hit that ball very hard.
It's a no ball. Clearly, probably we are looking for it.
Oh, well done. Well done, Mr. Shami maybe. Well, there is a no ball given. Usually we are talking about the front foot or the sideline or a full toss above the waist. But eagle-eyed Shami maybe has said, guys, it's the power play and you have 3 fielders outside the circle. There was a signal from the umpire saying it's a power play. I have no idea what the protests are all about.
Well, if it wasn't power play, if the captain doesn't know it's a power play, then what is Uzair Khan doing? It's for sure that the captain knew it. It's a power play. And I'm not sure what the argument is all about.
Yeah, I have no idea what Ali Abid is trying to say here, because there were 3 fielders outside the circle. There was a deep square leg, there was a deep fine leg, and there was a deep point. He's still outside the circle, believe it or not.
Yeah, probably you're talking about Matiullah.
Yeah, there you can see. There was a fielder out deep. You were talking about mid-off and mid-on, who's going to come into the circle. Hats off to Mr. Shami maybe. If you think the umpires have a tough job, well, look at the number of things they have to keep count of. And this is a big moment here now. The first delivery of the power play is a free hit. It is Ammar Badami on strike. And now do they have their fielders in check, Abid? Let's do the count. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5 on the offside, 3 on the leg side. I think we're good to go.
Yeah, I think one bowler. That makes it 9 and 2 outside the circle. Now we're fine. It's a free hit. A little bit of a price to pay.
Oh, he's pulled it. It's in the air. Fielder under it. But it's only going to be a single. So well bowled there by Uzair. And they will be kicking themselves. The blitzers could have easily picked up a wicket here.
Yeah, just trying to open his arms onto the free hit, Ammar Badami. Yeah, he got that solid connection at least. He'll be pretty much confident.
But still tinkering going on in the field. I have no idea why.
Yeah, they're taking that square leg out.
He's pulled it. It's found the gap. It's racing away. This is the bigger boundary. Do Parashar. Be careful, lads. Almost a collision. And 2 runs taken.
Yeah, not a sweet timing on that. Fahad Nawaz and Ammar Badami, both of them likes to play on the offside more often than not. 100 up with that couple of runs. Now from moving onwards, if they keep wickets in hand and tries to go through, I think from here 180 looks possible.
Yeah, 8 overs. 10 and over. Has he found the fielder? No, he is not. He's just cleared mid-on this time. Fahad Nawaz, he's playing aggressive shots. He's just not able to find the middle of the bat, Abid.
Yeah, probably he's too good on the offside when it comes to play those covered drives or lofted shots on the offside. But this time he tried to play straight down the ground. The timing was not too good on that.
Goes for the reverse this time, and he's lucky. He's given him. He has given him. I thought he had some bat on it. But Fahad Nawaz going for the reverse sweep against Uzair Khan in the power play. Now I have to call that a bit of a brain fade here.
The only question I have is, yeah, that's clean. That's a good decision from AB. And they're just throwing your wicket away, having a good start, but not finishing on a good note. 20 of 17 for Fahad Nawaz, 103 for 4.
It's the left-hander walking in now. Muhammad Irfan hasn't had the best of tournaments, but those numbers will not do justice to his talent. An opener by trade. And he's walking in because of a complete brain fade from the captain of the Dynamos. Unnecessary. Trying to go for that reverse paddle against Uzair Khan. He's not a spinner, he's a fast bowler. He's very strong on those ramp shots, Fahad Nawaz. I understand that that's one of his get out of jail shots, but not at the moment where you are looking to capitalize on the power play.
Yeah, aged and passes, and that goes for 4 runs. Well, batter won't enjoy that, but he will enjoy the result. Boundary for him.
Yeah, the Dynamos won't mind with that boundary. This turning out to be an expensive over, 10 runs off it.
Yeah, the intention was to play on the onside, rather draws the outside edge and gets 4 runs. Yeah, they won't mind as long as they are getting those runs on the board, off the mark with a boundary. Not a convincing one, but at least they got boundary of the mark. The first runs is always the jiggle.
Yeah, Irfan, his strike rate in the tournament is around 90 odd. He won't mind that. First ball for 4. Oh, makes room for himself. Uzair Khan follows him. And some good cricket all around. Dot ball to end the over. Expensive over. The first of the floating power play. 107 for 4 now, the Dynamos. Well, it's Matiullah who's been entrusted with the second over of the floating power play. (107) on the board. That run rate looking good. Scoring at about 8 and over. As Abid was mentioning, they have a good platform right now. They can get to that 175, 180 mark. It's not going to be an easy chase as we saw yesterday night. Anything above 165, 170 is a good total. And it's driven in the gap. Muhammad Nadeem with the chase. Ammar Badami, he's looking very good. That's a difficult shot to play. That on drive gets to.
Yeah, Matiola is quite quick as well. And he's trying to bowl too full there. Maybe was looking for that Yorker. Haven't seen a lot of Yorkers being executed in this tournament.
Yeah, you're right, Abid. Come to think of it, haven't seen that perfect Yorker on the base of the stumps. Again, a fuller delivery. Probably something that the fast bowlers need to work on. Getting it into the block hole, as they say.
We have got few bowlers in UAE who can really execute those Yorkers pretty well. So first up, Hazrat Bilal comes to my mind while talking about that Yorker. Zahoor, who played this tournament as well, Zahoor Khan, who's also very good with these Yorkers, but nowadays he relies a lot on that slow tennis ball bouncer. He's got a diploma in it.
He's the professor of that slower bouncer. Just doesn't have a diploma. He's writing the book on it. Irfan plays that towards mid wicket and they push for 2 and they get 2. So you're right, yes, Zahoor, even the first 2 games that he played, didn't bowl a lot of those Yorkers. Mohammad Irfan, this is a good opportunity for him to show what he can do. As I was mentioning, he's an opener by trade. He's been coming in very low down the order.
I think in the UAE we lack that Yorkers, those block hole Yorkers. Meanwhile, this is hit up and just a hand onto it. Couldn't grab that one. Uzair there.
I think it was a bit of a lazy effort there, Abid. The ball was in the air for a very long time. Not very quick when coming towards Uzair. And just sticking out that one hand. Not sure if he could have gone with 2. Would have been a good catch. And a big wicket for the Blitzers.
Also that he just came out of his bowling, so it might be that he shouldn't be standing on that catching position as well. He need to gather his breaths back.
Yeah, standing at extra cover. Oh, he went for the Yorker this time, but Irfan was ready and waiting. Drives over that cover point fielder and gets a boundary.
Yeah, that will ease the pressure on Ammar Badami as well, getting some runs, playing inside out, coming down the track, just over the extra cover. You just need enough, the meat of the bat, enough connection to get you through and get you 4 runs. This is getting big. 11 runs already of the over.
He's gone over the infield one more time. And the result is the same. Another boundary. Make that 15 runs in the over. Very expensive over from Matiullah Khan. Irfan moves along to 16 of 6. 122 on the board now for the Dynamos. The current run rate touching almost 9. And I'm sure they'll be looking at more than 170. A change of bowling now. Dhruv Parashar brought into the attack. I think this is the first time we're seeing him bowl in this ILT20 development tournament.
No, He was bowled earlier as well, but got a wicket in fact as well. The
Clearly, I
economy-
was sleeping during that match.
the this statics doesn't suggest that need to be remembered that he bowled earlier. The 15 runs economy is not good by any mean.
Oh, he's bowled him. Well, Abid Ibrahim, he has fixed that economy, that average, and the wicket counter has gone to 2 instead of 1. Dhruv Parashar strikes first ball. Amar Badami, again, like his captain, trying to go for that reverse sweep, dismissed.
I think they're setting the trend to get out on a switch hit. While there wasn't any requirement, they got 15 runs on the first over, previous over from here. And now again trying to fancy their chances. Amar Badami, after a good start, throws his wicket away again. He scores 13 of 12. It's 1-2-2 for 5.
It's Osama Hassan Shah walking in at number 7. 88 strike rate, not good enough at this level. Even though he has the 2 maximums. Needs to play a bit of a cameo here now. Abid, 5 more overs to go. 122 on the board. If they score 50 from here, that makes it 172, which is a very competitive total.
Right, that was a dismissal of Badami. Playing a switch hit. Yeah, he realized it as soon he tried. I think Irfan should do the heavy lifting here, rather asking Osama to take the charge. The cameo role suits Irfan as well, who's facing his 7 delivery already on 16th.
Oh, he's heard you. He has heard you and tonked that over. Long off for a maximum. What a hit there from the bat of Irfan.
Just taking charge on the young boy. Dhruv bowled that really easy delivery, easy picking for someone like Irfan. Yeah, 2 full. Really in the slot. Nothing for that fielder apart from looking from underneath.
I know this is the first tournament, this ILT20 development, and these teams will learn about each other very quickly. But I'll tell you what, Irfan should have been batting 3 this entire tournament for the Dynamos. He is a rare talent, and as soon as I've said that, he's hit the ball in the air, a fielder settles under it, and he gets a catch. Well, the commentator's curse is a real thing, and it has led to the wicket of Mohammad Irfan.
I think Dhruv did well here, pulled his length back. First he bowled that full, and then he pulled his length back, which has worked in his favour. And that ball went skyer. Fayaz Ahmed getting underneath and takes that catch. Looks quite easy in the end. And with 5 wickets down now, Dynamos are struggling just a bit.
It's Mohammad Shahzad who's walked in at number 8. Was sent in at number 3 in the first game by the Dynamos. 5 more overs to go now. The Dynamos losing the plot here. They were 122 for 4, 129 for 6 now. They're losing batters quickly. They're losing steam quickly as well. Dhruv Parashar, well, he's bowled a fantastic over. Picked up 2 wickets. He might have gone for 8 runs, but the captain will not mind at all. That's the wicket then. Just as Abid was mentioning, pulled his length back enough to entice a false shot. Back live. And a single to end the over. Very well done, youngster. 2 wickets, 9 in the over. End of over number 15, 131 for 6. Aryan Lakra brought into the attack. 2 overs, 18 for him. He'll want to forget what happened just a couple of nights ago. Bowled the super over and conceded 21 runs against Zawar Farid. As a change of bowling, there's a change in voice as well as Mohammad Rashid walks into the com box. Welcome Rashid, 132 for 6. 5 more overs to go.
Yeah, thank you, Abdul Rahman. Has been a good little knock here. Coming in from the Dynamos, getting to 132. Probably one of the best batting efforts they've had in this tournament so far. Osama and Shadad, the new men out there. But I think a lot of credit should be given to blitzers as well, how they came back into this game after that onslaught by Hamid and Samal at the start. Meanwhile, that's just chipped in the air. Has it gone all the way to the fielder? Yes, it has. Ali Abid takes that catch. That's a wonderful catch. Just a chip shot from Osama. Held his bat back and that is gone. And that is a big, big wicket.
Yeah, Osama Hassan Shah. And he's played a good looking shot but not middled it and found the fielder. There are a lot of expectations of this young lad, but he has failed with the bat again. 3 runs for him, 133 for 7 now. And the Dynamos, well, they could get all out before they play the full 20 overs.
Seven wickets down. New man in is Umar Dogar. That was a good delivery, but Osama not able to get it right. But big appeal, big appeal. First delivery, just sliding down probably. That was a loud appeal there. As I welcome Shoaib Ahmed into the com box once again. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Rashid. Yeah, that's a good delivery and worth a shout for Aryan. Well, there has been a solid comeback from the Blitzers. After a solid start for Dynamos, they've managed to claw back into the game. Quick single taken. That's what you need to do. They've got enough runs on the board. The problem is the wickets column, Rashid.
So yeah, they've got enough overs to go as well. Just not enough batting power after this. Shadad, 2 of 2 for him. And Umar, the new man in. One more delivery to go in the 16th over. What a wonderful performance at the top by Hamid to get them to this total. Meanwhile, this is played in the air. Is it a chance? Just bounces in front of the boundary rope. That's a very good shot. Played it in the gap. Shadad looked very, very convincing there. 4 runs to end the over. 16 done. 138 for the loss of 7. Dhruv Prashar comes in. He's bowled a superb spell here. Picked up 2 wickets in 1 over. Got hit for 9 runs. What a great over that was. Oh, that's gone up in the air. That is miles up in the air. Who wants that? And the captain just couldn't reach there. Put in a very good effort. But it was always away from him. Dhruv can't believe it. That was a chance created once again. That was a good delivery way outside off stump, enticing the batter to go for that big shot. Another good delivery. This is a good bowling effort from Dhruv. He's making sure he bowls it in the right channel. Let's have a look at that chance once again. That one miles up in the air. Ali Abid tried to get to it. Just couldn't get there. Back to live action. They want a quick single. Yes, no. Is it a sorry? No, it is not. Well, Kamran Atta, he was better off throwing it to the bowler rather than going for the direct hit. And somehow, both these men are still out there. 140 for 7.
Well, he's gone big, he's gone high, and he's gone the distance as well. That is a shot of confidence, that is a shot of authority, and Umar in his early part of the innings has got one right from the middle of the bat.
Oh yeah, that was a fuller length delivery in the slow. Look at that. Didn't need a second invitation. He's not going to miss out on those kind of shots. But remember, he was deprived in this over. That catch. It was a chance, difficult one. But will be considered as a drop. Meanwhile, what a comeback delivery. That's a wonderful delivery. Slightly quicker as well from Dhruv. Beautiful delivery to end the over. A good one for the Dynamos. 8 runs coming off it. 17 done, 146 for the loss of 7. Zubair to continue. He's gone for some runs today. Hasn't been able to pick up wickets. What a big dive coming in from over.
Well, it's not the right place to put in the slide because it's the hard part of the wicket. And I'm sure he will have some bruises. Never easy to put in the slide on a hard wicket like that. Hopefully. Well, it's not now, Rashid, that he'll realize the seriousness of the pain that he'll feel. Right now, it's all about adrenaline, but when he goes back home in the night, that's when it will start to kick in.
Probably tomorrow morning. This is a good shot, but an excellent bit of fielding there. No chance of a run. So Zubair has gone for a lot of runs in this spell. The first over going for 20. And that's where I think the Dynamos really capitalized in the power play.
Quicker, flatter, they're appealing for it, and it's a run out. Well, how many times have we seen that? That's poor communication between the two, Shadad and Umar is not happy. Usman, well, he can see the funny side of it, but Umar is dead serious.
Oh, yeah, he's livid with that. Look at that. Wanted to go for the single. He kept on running, didn't even look at his partner. Easy run out there, and then Usman just coming in to console him. But that wasn't required. 8th wicket down. Run a ball 8 for Mohammad Umar, 147 on the board. Vikram Sanjay, the new man, comes in a very difficult situation for his team. They've lost 8 wickets. Yes, they've got the runs on the board, 147 of them, but not too many wickets in hand.
Yes, I think after the start that they had got, it has been a collapse of sorts for Dynamos, and that is something that will come back to haunt them. It's a good comeback for Blitzers, and with the kind of form Usman is in, I think they'll be very happy chasing anything around 160.
Oh, absolutely. They're a very strong side. Meanwhile, dot ball to end the over. 18 done, 147 for 8. Well, it's going to be Uzair Khan to come in and bowl his 4th over. Given away 27, picked up a wicket. But I think it's been a day for the spinners so far. A mixed bag spinners. I think so. Zubair unable to pick up a wicket. Meanwhile, Dhruv picking up 2. And Usman Khan amongst the wickets as well. He was the surprise package out of syllabus for the Dynamos.
Yes, indeed. 2 more overs to go. 147 on the board. With just 2 wickets in hand, I think anything that they get from here is bonus for Dynamos. Maybe 12 runs is good enough. Get to 160. That's what seems to be the plan for Shadad. Good running between the wickets, exploiting that gap at mid-wicket. And this is where I think Blitzers will want to be very cautious. They need to plug the gaps. They need to make sure now that the pressure has been put. They continue to build that pressure and don't give away easy runs.
Oh, absolutely. I think that is what is the requirement for the Blitzers. Get another fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Because if they clean up the tail here, that'll give them a lot of confidence and that momentum will come towards them. And Uzair is a very, very dangerous bowler. That's another good delivery. Just outside off stump. Slightly slower as well. Rolling his fingers on that.
A good delivery from Uzair. And he's got that knack of bowling those slower deliveries in the death. Nicely rolling his fingers, as rightly pointed out by Rashid, and bowling it at the right length. That was key there. Good ball. Yeah, he enjoys that.
Yeah, he's been wonderful throughout this tournament and throughout the last couple of years. He's come into the scene and he's been very, very impressive. Meanwhile, this is played up in the air. This is a chance. Just falls short of the fielder there. He was right back at the boundary rope, which is why I couldn't get to the ball. And it was also towards the longer part of the ground. And they pick up a single now. It'll bring Vikum onto strike. The unrecognized batter, and an opportunity for the Blitzers to pick up another wicket here. Get another fielder inside the 30-yard circle. They're still persisting with 4 fielders in the circle.
I think it's not a bad idea. 150 on the board. Oh, that's a good shot. He's got some elevation. Does he have the distance? Yes. Just clears the fielder at the extra cover. They take 2 runs, and that's all that they'll get. So from here on, even if Dynamos end at 160, 162, I think the Blitzer side will be very happy with the bowling performance, considering the start that Dynamos got. They were 50 for no loss. So overall, a decent comeback from Blitzers.
Yeah, that was the best start they had in the tournament so far, which is why they managed to get to 152. That's a quick delivery. Hurrying on to the batter there. Probably got him on the sticker. They pick up a single now. 153, 7 more deliveries to go. Can they get 7 runs, get to 160, and make sure that they give something to for the bowlers to work with? The bowlers will have to bowl out of their skins. The fielding will have to be very tight. But I think that will be something that they can actually try and defend. Anything below that, with the way Blitzers are playing, I think it will be a difficult task for them.
Pulled away in the air and over the ropes towards fine leg. That is an important 6 runs coming in. Shami maybe the umpire signals that, and the over has been a fruitful one for Dynamos with the 6 on the last ball. Nicely played by Shadad, and he's got 159 on the board for Dynamos. 1 more over to go.
Right then, it's the super bowler, Zubair, coming to bowl his 5th over. With the new rules coming in, 1 bowler is allowed to bowl 5 overs. The bowling captain can choose any bowler to do that. The rest of them have to bowl 4. Meanwhile, first delivery, and there's a stumping appeal. Kamananatha thinks he's got his man. Vikum is very convinced that he's made his ground, but the umpire thinks it's 50-50.
Well, interesting rule and interesting decision from the Blitzers. What do you make of it, Rashid?
That's 50-50, I would say. I would go with the umpire on ground umpire. Shami maybe. A very difficult decision for the TV umpire, but I'll leave it to him. I can't really tell.
Yeah, I think it's a very tricky call to make. Now when the ball reaches the gloves, he's still out as of now in this frame. Now he's dragging the shoe, the foot. It still seems to be outside. Now this is where it gets tricky.
Oh, very tricky. I don't know if you can tell from that angle. The benefit normally goes to the batter, but because we can't tell, probably the TV umpire has better angles. He'll be able to tell or see differently.
Not out, says the umpire. So I think it is the right call. It was inconclusive to make sure whether the foot was inside the rope, the crease, beg your pardon, or not. So Vikum Bandara survives, and that's a good start to the over. We were discussing this decision of getting the super bowler over, and where Zubair is bowling his 5th over. Has been expensive, but the captain for Blitzers has gone with Zubair, has shown the belief that he can bowl the 20th over. Meanwhile, that's a good hit. That's in the air and will clear the boundary with a lot of ease, grace and comfort. What a full swing of the bat from Vikum Bandara, dancing down the track and getting it from the middle of the bat. Another big hit coming from the bat of Vikum Bandara. Nicely played over the ropes, over long on, and has cleared the boundary by a distance. So 6 more, 165 on the board for the loss of 8 wickets. This is some really important runs coming in from the bat of Vikum Bandara and Shadad. Just when it was required, just when it was needed. Zubair flighting the ball in the air and has been punished. Now what does he do? Where does he bowl? Will want to maybe not give that flight anymore to Vikum. Dart it in, keep it tight and keep it quick, flatter.
Yeah, he needs to keep it as flat as possible, otherwise he's going to go for maximums. That's another good shot, played it wide of long off. That's running away towards the boundary. The fielder won't be able to make it. That is another very good hit coming in from the blade of Vikum. He's turning it on here. A maximum followed by a boundary. 10 runs of 2 deliveries.
Well, this is poor bowling, and that is why I was wondering why Zubair has been given the super bowler over. He's proving to be expensive, and the runs are coming in quick and fast for Dynamos. 169 on the board. Another slower delivery outside off, has hit that in the air. Fielder coming underneath it and drops it. Oh dear, and guess who the fielder is? It's Usman Khan. That is a poor effort, very complacent, and he's made a mess of it.
Yeah, that was the chance that was created. The bowler will be furious with that effort. Meanwhile, this is up in the air once again. And that's gone all the way for a maximum. That's a great hit. Wasn't a bad delivery, but he fetched it from way outside off stump. Got that front foot going. And look at that, from the middle of the bat for another maximum. Look at that, beautiful shot.
Well, that is innovation at its absolute best. It was not in the slot, but he still had to go for it. It's the last over, gets enough connection, and another 6 comes. So Zubair gets to his 50 and add some more into that. He's hit that in the air and lands safely. Well, the fielders have no clue, a wild throw, but that is what it is. A chance for Shadad on the last ball. In fact, 1 more ball to go. End of the over, in fact. So after the 20 overs have been bowled, 178 for 8. That's the score. Shadad scoring 25 important runs. And I think this is a good shift of momentum for Dynamos. They'll be happy that they've got these runs and they've played the 20 overs.
Well, absolutely. At one time, it looked like they won't play the 20 overs. And Shoaib wanted 170. They have done better than that, 178. So this is a very, very fine effort. Let's have a look at the batting card for the Dynamos. 48 of 30 deliveries for Hamid. What a great start he provided alongside Samal. That partnership was wonderful at the top of the innings. 20 for Fahad Nawaz of 17 deliveries. He's the stand-in captain, remember. Taimur was bowled by a peach of a delivery from Usman Khan. Ammar Badami, 13 of 12. Irfan, 22 of 8. That was a little cameo there from him. Osama, 3 of 4. 25 of 12 for Shadad and 14 of 9 for Vikum Sanjaya. What a great partnership this for the 9th wicket. And they're for the bowling, it was the blitzers using 6 bowlers. Uzair Khan picking up a wicket alongside Aryan Lakra. 2 wickets for Osman. That was a surprise package. He bowled 3 overs, gave away 19. He picked up 2 wickets alongside Dhruv. So the off spinners came in handy today for the blitzers. 2 overs, 17 runs, and he picked up 2 wickets as well. And I think Zubair was off colour today. Went for 54 runs in his 5 overs. Probably not the right choice to go for the super bowler. I would have probably gone for Matiullah.
Yes, he's bowled well. Matiullah gave away just 24, but that was a surprise decision from the captain. It'll be interesting to get his insights about that later whenever we can. These are the shots that were played, the runs that were scored, the wickets that were taken in the first innings, the highlights of the first innings where they started off really well, the Dynamos, and were looking dangerous right from ball number 1, were absolutely wonderful in terms of the power play overs. But Aryan Lakra was also taken for some runs.
Yeah, I think the opening partnership is where they took this game away slightly from the blitzers. Normally a very good side, but I thought once the spinners came in, that first wicket, that run out, Ali Abid with that brilliance in the field, that is when things changed around for the blitzers.
That it does tend to happen a lot in cricket. One good effort in the field changes the momentum, and that's when things changed for Dynamos as well. Wickets kept falling in irregular intervals. The middle overs were absolutely wonderful. A peach of a delivery from Usman to get that wicket, and Uzair also contributing well with the ball, getting important wickets at the right time. Breakthroughs were important for blitzers, and that exactly is what they got.
Yeah, I think and credit should be given to the batters of the Dynamos. They didn't get bogged down. They kept going for their runs, and then they made sure, even though they were losing wickets, they kept hitting those shots, and they kept getting some purchase. There were some big shots hit and some good catches taken in the field. Aryan Lakra getting rid of Osama in that over, and that is where I think we thought that they would fall short of the 20 overs. But Shadad and Vikum Sanjaya, that last wicket partnership, that was a wonderful partnership, getting a lot of runs for them. Umar Dogar came in for a while, and he scored some quick runs before he was taken out. Very easy run out chance there, and since then it was only Shadad and Vikum Sanjaya, especially in that last over by Zubair, beg your pardon, where they got a lot of sixes coming in, 2 of them, and a boundary as well. So at the end, the Dynamos finishing on 178. Blitzers, when they come out to chase, they will be targeting 179 in their 20 overs. We'll dive into a short break, and when we come out, it will be the run chase.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to this ILT20 development, the second innings of game number 11. It's been an excellent day out today. We've seen the batting of Dynamos. They posted a big total of 179 is the target, but they could muster in all allotted 20 overs. And that's how the opener today scoring some runs, Samala Davatta and Hamid Khan up top. They scored some runs. Fahad Nawaz with 20. Taimur, unfortunate for him, couldn't get going. Irfan played that cameo in a very beautiful knock of 22 of just 8 deliveries, and then down the order, Shahdad remained unbeaten on 25, just 12 deliveries. He played with an extraordinary knock here, which was the needed here. One thing is for sure that the bowling line and length been disciplined today from the blitzers. They're only given 2 extras. That something is remarkable today. The spinners did most of the wicket, takes the most of the wicket today. Aryan 1, Usman 2 and Dhruv 2. Now these 5 wickets being taken by the spinners lonely. Uzair from the seamers were the lonely who could only muster 1 wicket. So 8 wickets going down for team Dynamos in all allotted 20 overs. They did well, but the total on board is slightly on a higher side, and they bring in Asif to bowl that first over. Probably he looks like that he'll be starting the proceeding with the spinner. The 2 openers for the team blitzers. One is Kamran Atta and the other one is Usman Khan. Both of them really aggressive batters up top. They would like to go hard at the bowlers. Mohammad Kamran Atta with best of 20 only so far in this tournament. Haven't scored big runs. Got only 1 inning that took him that 20 runs. Apart from that, really haven't been up to the mark. But this man, who's the impactful player, Usman Khan, with 155 to his name and the average above than 50 runs. What a phenomenal batter he is. He performs no matter what tournament he's playing. And he'll be receiving Mohammad Asif, who got 2 wickets and economy of 7 in 4 encounters. The spin to start with, and to start with me, it's Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Abid. Good to be back in the comm box. Well, what a game we have on our hands now. Dynamos will want to get that big wicket of Usman, isn't it, in the first few overs, because he can take the game away. First ball down the leg side on to the pads of Kamran Atta. Both these batters enjoy batting at the top.
Yeah, I didn't really see intention from Usman, from Kamran for that first delivery. He wants to go hard from the ball number 1.
Well, that is his style of play. We've seen him play in the D series as well, the D20s, the D10s for Abu Dhabi. And now he wants to make a mark in this prestigious ILT20 development tournament. And he starts off with a good shot towards the covers. It's been played in the gap. Will it go all the way? It's teasing the fielder. And it is Taimur who's done really well to stop that. I think they've taken 3 runs, and that's good running.
Yeah, that's exceptional running between the wicket, between the 2 batters. Usman would be facing for the first time. Good commitment from Taimur. But it was longest part of the ground that he had to cover. Usman would be a danger man here. That's the wicket, as you mentioned. They would like to take Usman out of the occasion. The early they take Usman out, the better it is. That would be all the time on the mind of the opponents. Very dangerous batsman, Usman. They've got a slip at cordon for him as well.
Nicely played on the front foot. Does like to take his time, Usman. And that is the right way to go about it. He knows the importance of his wicket. And his role in the side is well defined. He has to score at the top so that blitzers can get a good start, a solid start. Good over from Asif. He's bowled well. Just 3 runs off it.
Vikram Sanjaya. Yeah, he's got a good average and economy is slightly on a higher side, but considering that he bowls in the power play, that should be okay. Now leading age and they'll try for two. It's no chance. Sense prevailed.
Yeah, it was a fumble, but luckily they didn't go for that second run. You don't want to run out at this time. That was a good delivery, just shaping away from the right-handed Kamran. Gets an edge, a slip in place, a slight fumble at deep third, but very quickly getting on to the ball again.
Yeah, that's what they say. Don't run on a misfield.
Pushed in the air, straight to the fielder at gully. That is a big blow. It's Kamran Atta who is struggling against that swing from Vikum Bandara. And he strikes in his very first over. The big man, the dangerous Kamran, now will have to walk back.
Well, that was looking that he was in trouble. It's Usman Khan. It's a even bigger wicket. Lovely outswinger. Just a little bit of outswinger from Vikram. Takes the big wicket. And the man who can do the all sort of the damage, he's walking out without troubling the scorers. It's first blow to Blitzers. 4 for 1.
So the new man in is Mohammad Nadeem at number 3 for the Blitzers. And he's come out earlier than expected. Pulled away. Not the most convincing of shots. Vikum now is looking dangerous with that ball. Shot and surprised Nadeem. He's off the mark with a single.
Yeah, what I like about Vikram is that he just moves enough. Not a big swing of the ball, just enough. That leading edge earlier Kamran and then Usman.
Again some movement, and that movement is troubling Kamran as well. For a moment I thought it was Kamran who lost his wicket, but it was Usman. Even bigger wicket for Vikum. That's the movement, that ball shaping away from Kamran Atta. And I like the field placement here, Abid. They've got a slip in place, which is a third slip. And then they've also got a gully. And that is exactly where the ball went. You don't normally see that field set up in a T20 game. But I think that's good field placement.
Yeah, sure. Spot on. You're spot on, absolutely. That we don't see nowadays, especially a lot of fielders fielding at the gully. Back in the days, I mean, when you used to play bigger formats, there used to be gully all the time there. I think it's a good placement for the fast bowler who can move the ball away.
Yes, and because of that placement, they've got that wicket of Usman. So good captaincy. From Fahad Nawaz, the captain. He's also donning the gloves, and he has enjoyed that wicket, and why not? After 2 overs, it's a sedate start for Blitzers. It's 5 for 1.
Comes down the track. Nadeem takes that one for a ride. That's gone many a miles. Disappeared. What a use of the feet and the strong arms. Has taken that out.
That's a good hit. Very good hit. Using his feet and reaching the ball. We know Nadeem is a dangerous proposition when it comes to power play overs. He does like to hit the ball cleanly. A genuine all-rounder. Bowls left arm spin, but right now the focus is on his batting, and that's what blitzers need.
He's very strong. Very strong arms that even a miss hit goes usually beyond the boundary line. Yeah, that's what he does. Trying to make little room for himself. Smart bowling by Asif, not allowing him to free his arms.
Well, Asif, he's an experienced campaigner. He's bowled a lot in the power play overs, has played a lot of domestic cricket, so he knows how to make a comeback in an over. After being hit for a 6, he's bowled well. This is nicely played, worked away by Kamranatha towards fine leg. There's no fielder in place. It's gone in the vacant area, and they get 2 more.
Lovely hit that was from Nadeem, and now they're trying to rebuild. Now they just given away down the leg side. A wide delivery, maybe trying a bit too much there. The arm ball got a little wrong.
Yeah, quick and flatter. But the line was not right. We'll have to bowl that again. The arm ball again. Cut away from the stumps. Very risky shot to play that. When you don't have width on offer, you try to make room. That's what Kamran did.
Yeah, I think the coaches always say that never try to play a cut shot with the ball which is on your stumps. This time he played across the line, missed the line, and you miss and I hit. Asif strikes, gets the wicket. The 2 openers are out now.
Well, first on the offside, which was a dangerous shot, and this was a complete miss from Kamran. But Asif doesn't miss. He was bowling on the stumps and he's been rewarded for the disciplined line and length. Kamranatha walking back, 2nd wicket down for blitzers. After 3 overs, it's 15 for 2.
Vikram Sanjaya to continue, and he does continue to square up the batters. Lovely bowling this has been. He must be riding high on the confidence side because he's picked up a big wicket of Usman Khan.
Well, I think it is one of the better picks that Dynamos have done in the draft that was held before the tournament started. Vikram Sanjaya Bandara, he has been effective with the new ball at various levels in the domestic cricket. Flicked away straight to the fielder at fine leg. Another wicket falls. It's Asif who's been busy. First with the ball and now completing that catch. And Vikram Sanjaya Bhandara gets his 2nd wicket. Dynamos are all over blitzers as the 3rd wicket falls.
Yeah, we thought maybe he missed his line, bowled around the patch, but he had the fielder and had the plans as well. And that worked here. Sanjaya with his 2nd wicket and a bigger one. It's a huge blow to the team. Blitzers And the team Dynamos would be pleased to see the back of this man, Mohammad Nadeem, scoring 8. And it's 15 for 3. Comes in the left-hander. Fayaz Ahmadi likes these kind of situations. Both the batters haven't faced a single delivery and haven't scored any. It's kind of a restart, rebooting this inning. They've got lost 3 wickets, all three big wickets of blitzers. That was the last dismissal.
I think Vikum was lucky on that occasion because he bowled that on the pads. The shot was on. Unlucky that Nadeem finds the fielder to perfection. Asif didn't have to move an inch. It was straight at him and he takes a sharp catch. So 3 wickets down for blitzers. They are looking in a spot of bother and they need all the experience that they can get. Fayaz and Ali Abid, the 2 batters out there in the middle, who have been in this situation multiple number of times. So they've called upon all that experience, and this pair is going to be a very important pair for blitzers in this run chase.
Yeah, Shoaib, pretty much in agreement with you that both the batters like the similar kind of situation when the team is down and out. They just need to rebuild, and they are kind of a batter who will construct the innings. They like to build a partnership, both the batters, and also it's blessing as well. They've got right hand and left hand.
Oh, another good delivery from Vikum. He's bowling well to the left-handed Fayaz, bowling in the right channel and just beating the edge of the bat yet again. Fayaz is a little hesitant and under pressure, and rightly so, because Vikum is bowling a dream spell.
Absolutely. He's got his tail up. He's absolutely bowling on money. That away going from the left-hander. He's shocked how did that miss that outside edge. He's yet to give away a single run in this over. This is final delivery. Going to be a wicket maiden if he provides another dot ball.
Well, it is another dot ball and an excellent over from Vikum Bandara. A wicket maiden as the score remains unchanged after the 4th over. In fact, the wicket columns does change. 15 for 3 after 4. Blitzers in trouble.
This pair has provided what needs to be done. They have picked up wickets. They have contained runs. They have bowled some fine deliveries as well. The captain seems to be happy to continue with Asif, who's bowling his 3rd. This power play completely belongs to the team Dynamos. Both the batters haven't opened their account so far. Now Ali will get his first runs. Look at the requirement. The required rate, which is 10.5. Just wondering how will be the chase here. If these 2 batters stick around and play some heroic knock. They need to. Something out of the box they need to think about. Back to the bowler. Yeah, you just can't be playing lots of dot deliveries there. Now Fayaz haven't opened his account yet. I think he would prefer to take charge against the left armour.
Well, yes, ideally he will have a better chance of scoring runs against the left arm spinner, but Asif he's bowling really well. And some attack shown, some intent shown from Fayaz. A poor delivery, and that has been placed in the gap. Great timing on it, not trying to go big and not trying to hit it too hard. He's got his first boundary of the innings as Blitzers get to 20 in 4.5 overs. In fact, it's the end of the over. And with that 4, it's 24 for 3.
Vikum Sanjaya will continue. And he beats Ali Abid outside off stump once more. Rashid joining me in the comm box in the required run rate now. Almost 11 and over. We're still in the power play. Good bowling performance this from the Dynamos.
Yeah, this has been a superb performance. 3 wickets down, 20 runs on the board in just 5 overs. What a brilliant spell this has been, especially from Vikum. What a wonderful bowler. He's still getting that ball to nip away from the right-hander.
Again getting swing. And Mohammad Asif has been very busy with the ball in the field as well. Took a catch at short fine leg. And a wicket. This is a very, very good start from the Dynamos. And they must be thinking if only they could have done this in game number 2 or 3, they would still be in the hunt for that top 4 slot.
Oh, absolutely. What an effort from Vikum Sanjaya. Look at that. 2 overs, 2 runs and 2 wickets in 2.2. A lot of 2s there. That's been clipped meanwhile by Ali Abid towards the onside. They'll pick up a couple of runs.
And the score for the Blitzers was 220 as well. Now it's 22. And the Blitzers, well, they started the tournament really well. 2 wins in 2 games. But they are just faltering. And that super over loss, probably just playing at the back of their mind.
Yeah, that was a very, very close game. And I thought that was a game they should have won, especially after getting 18 runs in the power play over, in the super over. And then it was the Pearls got the better of them and played a fantastic knock there. Zawar Farid was phenomenal in that game throughout the game.
Well, Ali Abid is a very astute captain, but I think he's miscalculated a couple of times. First that Aryan Lakra over in the super over, and now going with Zubair for the super bowler today. So clearly anything with the word super is not working for Ali Abid, even though he is a super batsman and captain himself.
Yeah, it has been a dismal performance from the Blitzers in the last 2 games. But they've got a lot of batting to go in this game. We can't write them off as yet. Ali Abid, the captain, is a brilliant run chaser. And he's got very experienced Fayaz Ahmed at the other end. 4 of 7 for him. And 4 of 8 for Ali Abid. Vikum Sanjaya. What a great spell this has been. I keep on looking at that bowling card and I don't understand. Oh, meanwhile, that was up in the air. That was a chance. He got a hand to it. It was a difficult chance. But what an effort at backward point there.
I'm just trying to figure out who that fielder was. Whoever that was, well, I hope our photographer, Mr. Akbar Ali, got a good picture of him in the air. 24 in the power play for the loss of 3 wickets. The Blitzers in a lot of trouble. A change of bowling. As soon as the power play is done, they've gone for Umar Dogar. He's one of those quick bowlers as well, and he's actually one of those bowlers that has a lot of luck in the way he takes his wickets. The first wicket he took was an absolute blinder on short fine leg. Was a very poor delivery, and Ashwant Valtappa managing somehow to get some bat on it, and the fielder outstretched taking a brilliant catch. And again there you can see wide delivery outside off stump, and Fayaz Ahmed misses out.
Yeah, that was a wayward delivery. He's got that knack of bowling those wide deliveries, especially at the start of his over. He's a rhythm bowler, takes his time. But once he gets settled down, I think he's a very good bowler. He's got good line and length. He gets good control on his bowling. And he bowls those back-limb deliveries. That works for him.
Well, remember, no Zahoor Khan, no Sanchit Sharma for the Dynamos. A little thin in the bowling department. And it's Vikum who has stepped up with the new ball. That required run rate very early in the innings now, touching 11.2. And they're just adding a lot more pressure. But as you were saying, Rashid, no better batters than these two at the crease when you're chasing a total down under pressure.
So yeah, they've got a very good track record, both of them. But you rightly mentioned that required run rate very early, touching that 12 runs. That's not a good sign. Teams probably, when they come out to chase, they would want to see that required run rate. If they are not in a good position, that 12 runs, probably in the 12th or the 13th over. But to get it in the 7th over, that will always just keep rising because they want to stitch a partnership here with 3 wickets down. I think that will be a very, very difficult task now.
Oh, a big in-swinger, and Ali Abid has gotten some bat on that. Yes, yes, that has come in. Umar Dogar just letting Ali Abid know what he is doing.
That was a great delivery. I think it's because of the form Ali Abid is in. He gets his bat down just in time. And that would have crashed onto middle and leg. What a great delivery. He's getting the ball to seam and move. This is excellent conditions for fast bowlers under lights, and they're making full use of this. Remember, Blitzers won the toss and invited the Dynamos to bat first.
Yeah, yesterday it was Rohan Mustafa who wanted to bat first. So did Alishan Sharfu. So clearly they think that batting second is slightly difficult when the lights come on. And then as the evening progresses, just gets easier and easier to bat. And that's where Vikum Sanjaya has taken full advantage of the conditions, getting swing and good bounce off this ICC Academy wicket.
Well, it's probably the first 45 minutes or an hour in the run chase where the bowlers get a lot of purchase. And with the talent Vikum and the other faster bowlers have, I think it was just wonderful to see that swing bowling at its best. Meanwhile, that's a short delivery pulled away by Fayaz with a lot of power. That's running away towards the boundary, but the fielder, I think he's done really well there. Covered a lot of ground and saved a certain boundary.
Yeah, it's Mohammad Irfan. Might see him with the ball very soon as well. Good medium pacer. Gets the ball to nip off the surface. And Fayaz Ahmed, he's come back after a bit of a break under the weather after the tournament started. Played the first game, then didn't play the next two. And now he's back in, and you can see why. He's a very important part of this Blitzers batting lineup.
Oh, absolutely. He holds this innings together, the batting order together for the Blitzers. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. That's gone from the middle of the blade, and that's gone all the way for a maximum. Not well directed there from Omar. The idea was right, execution wrong, and that's gone for half a dozen to end the over. Big, big shot. 7 done, 38 for 3.
Ten runs coming off that last Umar Dogar over. They need 11 in every over from here. And it is Mohammad Irfan coming into bowl. Vikum getting a break. Although with that Super Bowl eruption, would you have gone for another over with Vikum, especially with that ball new and hard and still swinging?
Well, that's a very difficult question. But he's already bowled 3 overs. So another over here, and that would have left me with only 1 over. And with the conditions, I think it would be very harsh on Wickham to bowl 4 on the trot. So I think this is a good choice. And you're always against that extra over from the bowler. But I think this is a good move, bringing Irfan in to bowl.
Yeah, they do have a big cushion at the moment, the Dynamos. Massive total put up, still 144 runs needed. So yeah, keeping those 2 overs, especially that floating power play. Good idea. Fahad Nawaz into the thick of things as a captain today. He's been good with his field placings, good with his bowling changes.
Well, they've certainly worked for him. Well, this is another bowling change, and I think it was Samal Udavata at backward point. That chance that was gone down, but I think that was a superb effort. It wasn't a chance, he created it, but just couldn't hold on. But now coming back to where we are, 35 for 3 after 7.2. Fayaz would like to take his time, get settled down with those 2 power play overs. It just eases down the batting team, even if you require 12 runs over. And 2 set batters, that can change the complexion of the game completely. Meanwhile, he's whipped that once again towards square leg. Ronak Panoli cleans it up. Will only be a single, but I think this is Fayaz's strong zone. Don't bowl him there. Even if you want to bowl that bouncer, bowl it over his left shoulder. So he has to fetch it from outside off.
Yeah, you're right. That 6 that he hit against Umar Dogar clearly shows how strong he is when that ball is coming into his body. So keep it outside. And as Rashid was saying, make him fetch it. Ali Abid, 11 deliveries for just 5 runs for him. Has he connected well enough? He has. He has. Finally, the shackles broken for the captain. A very important boundary. They need at least 1 boundary in every over from here to chase this mammoth total down.
Yeah, that was placed in the gap perfectly by Ali Abid. He's been looking a little sedate here, and rightly so. When you have 3 wickets down as a captain, you just take that extra bit of responsibility and you just try to hold the innings together, take the game as deep as possible, and that is what Ali Abid is trying to do. And doing so, I think he's not playing his natural game.
Yeah, that cover drive, not middled it. It gets to the other end. Good intelligent cricket. Gets a boundary and then moves to the non-striker's end. Collect his thoughts. Calculate what he needs to do. Fayaz Ahmed on the other side, going at better than a run a ball.
Yeah, I think that is what is required of Fayaz. He needs to make sure that he takes that pressure off the captain, hit those boundaries and keep that scoreboard ticking. Meanwhile, dot ball to end the over, 8 done, 41 for the loss of 3.
That's the batting card. Uzair Bacha played a very good knock in that exciting encounter where they went into the super over. One of the main reasons why they went into the super over in the first place. Dhruv Parashar, might see him come up the order. I don't think he's batting at number 11. And then Uzair Khan. So three batters, three main batters, and I beg your pardon, my apologies, Aryan Lakra yet to come. So they do have a lot of batting. But can they go at 11 and over from here till the end of the innings is the question. Very disciplined bowling from the Dynamos. Just the 2 extras conceded in the 8 overs.
Yeah, that is what is required of them. I think they're doing a very good job. Just keep it simple, keep the basics going. Try to bowl stump to stump. Don't give them too much room. Try to bowl as many dot balls as possible. Put pressure. Exert more pressure rather. Oh, that's a good delivery. Look at that seam movement he gets. And very sharply comes into the right-hander.
Yeah, the ball was way outside off stump. So Ali Abid, rightly slow, trying to cut that hard over point. And then that hooped in. Fahad Nawaz collecting it way down the leg side.
Yeah, look at that. That came in sharply. That's a very good delivery. And if you can keep doing that, you will keep on building more pressure. It'll be interesting to see how he bowls to the left-hander. The ball going away from him. Once again, gets that inward movement. And look at that movement in the air of the pitch. This is a very, very good effort coming in from the Dynamos. The faster bowlers are taking full control of this game.
And just like that, that required run rate is almost 12 now. They need 2 every ball from here. We're only in the 9th over. There's a lot of cricket still to play. And the Dynamos, well, they're here to ruin a party or two. And the Blitzers, if they lose by a massive margin, they could get knocked out. Remember, the game after this one is a sort of a quarter-final situation between the Thunderbolts and the Pearls. Marvels, beg your pardon.
Yeah, I think mathematically it's still possible for the Dynamos to make it to the last 4. So there is a lot in this game and a lot for the Dynamos to play for. Meanwhile, Blitzers, like you said, if they lose too badly, it will be very difficult for them. And with the next game, Marvel's currently placed at number 2. And being number 2 and you're playing a quarter-final, that's a very, very interesting point. But they have played all their games. This is the last game of the league tonight. So that is the reason why it's a do or die game for them.
Yeah, that extra point that they play for in the power play overs, the 8 power play overs, is throwing everyone's calculations in the mixer. Is it off the pad or a wide? Just waiting for the umpire's signal. No, it's off the bat. Well, Rashid, that is a dropped chance then, because Fahad Nawaz has let it go and the umpire has signaled runs.
Oh, very interesting there. Yeah, it's off the glove there. Oh, Fahad Nawaz unable to hold on to that. Look at that. Oh, yes, it was off the glove, and probably that's what deceived Fahad. He got hit at the back of his glove, so he closed his hand a little too early there because it slowed down taking the glove. But that's a reprieve for Fayaz Ahmed. Another good delivery, struggling against the fast bowler here. But I think he's playing the waiting game. Ali Abid and Fayaz Ahmed, we know both of them are very, very experienced. They're probably waiting for the spinners to come in. It's been the faster bowlers who've been getting these movements, but I think once they get the spinners in, it'll be a difficult part for them. Pearls on 13, they're leading the roost. That's the points table. Marvels at number 2, so they will be playing the last game tonight. Blitzers, Braves and Thunderbolts and Dynamos all have an extra game.
Yeah, 7 points for the Blitzers. So they need that 1 extra point at least. Oh, there is a big appeal. I got scared for a few minutes when the umpire just raised his left hand and then put it back down. We'll talk about that points table after the break. It's a very good over from Umar Dogar. Just the 2 runs off it, 43 for 3. Well, as Rashid was saying, Marvels just has 1 game in their hand. The Blitzers after this have one more game. 7 points for them if they win. Today, they go to 10. They secure their position in the top 4. If they lose, well, then the table becomes very interesting.
Yeah, look, it's very interesting to see. Blitzers have won 2 games, so they get 6 points for that. But they've only managed to get 1 extra bonus point. So that is the reason why they're on 7. So do the Braves. But look at Marvels. They've lost 2 games. They got 6 points of the 2 wins. And they've got 3 points of their losses. So 1 in the winning cause and 2 of them in a losing cause. So they're up at 9. But Pearls, they've won 3 games, get to 9. And they picked up all 4 of their bonus points. Which is why they're clearly leading the Roost here on 13 points.
Well, that extra 3-4 points that you're talking about is literally like winning the game, an extra game.
+1.
Yeah, Irfan back into the attack. An under edge. And no run. Well, now the required run rate is officially over, 12 and over.
Probably over 12.5, I think. Yes, 12.55. 43 for 3 and 9.1. I just hope they don't let it go too late. If it touches 13 or 14 and one of them loses their wicket, it will become very difficult for the rest of the batters to come in and get those 14 in and over. Meanwhile, they want to take a quick single. Good work there by Osama, making sure that they don't allow them to change strike.
Well, I'll tell you what, when the tournament started, we were all talking about who the favorites of this tournament are, and Blitzers were probably the first name that came up to everybody. And at the moment, they're staring at what could be an exit. If they lose badly here, remember net run rate, another thing that will come into play. Hit towards the boundary fence. Brilliant effort there from the fielder. Just have a quick look. It's Taimur Ali who has saved 2 runs for his team.
Well, that was a superb effort, putting that big dive and making sure he keeps it in play. Umpire Shami maybe would want to make sure that that was a clean save there. Just checking with the TV umpire. But what an effort that. This is what we want to see. We want that extra bit of effort to come in from the fielders. Back to your bowlers. Put in 120%. Let's have a look. Puts in the dive. That was a fiercely hit shot. And look at that. Beautiful effort. Well done. Excellent. 100 marks for Taimur Ali.
Yeah, it's like an international game effort, isn't it? Puts in the perfect slide. Lets the ball hit his hand. Makes sure he is far away from the rope. And knocks the ball in. And is it poor running as well? You have to say they ran only 2. I think Fayaz, beg your pardon, just thought that it's a boundary.
This is where the difference comes in. Let's have a look once again. I think the TV umpire just wants to confirm that was a clean save. Gets his hand out and just releases it there, I think. Yes, and he's not touching the ropes. So good effort, excellent effort, saving a couple of runs. And we're coming back to what is required of the Blitzers at the moment. Because they're not getting too many boundaries, I think the running between the wickets has to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything less than 2 a ball is going to set them back. Again, trying to cut the ball, missing out. Chance of a run out. It was Samal again at point. That is a very big gamble. And it has paid off for Ali Abid because Samal has been magnificent on that point region.
Well, that would have been curtains for Ali Abid. That was a good pickup. Let's have a look once again. Didn't get it from the meat of the bat. Popped up and easy collect for Samal Udavatta. Just couldn't get the bullseye there. One very risky run taken. So this is where I think the Blitzers are just moving away from the game. Not in control at the moment. And the things are just falling apart for them. 133 of 62 required run rate. Touching that 13 run mark. Good delivery. Slow Yorker. Wants to go for the single. Not there. This has been a superb effort from the faster bowlers. It'll be very interesting to see when the spinners come in and how they bowl in those overs.
And I'll be wondering about spotted that mistake from the Blitzers where they had 3 fielders outside the circle in the power play, and that no ball conceding a free hit.
Yeah, the umpiring has been top notch. And the voices in the com box to take you through the next 10, or rather next 5. It's going to be Shoaib Ahmed and Abid Ibrahim.
Well, after the drinks break, 10 overs done, 47 for 3. We're live from the ICC Academy. It's the ILT20 Development Tournament, and it's brought to you by ITW Prodigy and TPD 360 Production. Top class quality, and we hope that you're enjoying the broadcast. As of now, it is the Dynamos who've done well, got 3 wickets, but there is a very strong partnership brewing between these two, the 2 senior members of the Blitzers. Fayaz is on 19 of 20. With him is Ali Abid, who's taken his time for his 11 runs. He's played 20 deliveries. Now this is where the game can change in the favor of Blitzers. This partnership can be very important for them. My name is Shoaib, and with me in the com box is Abid Ibrahim.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. It seems to be that they have a certain mission in hand. They played slow, but I think both of the batters are pretty much capable of chasing this down. He goes big on the offside, finds the gap, 1 bounce into the fence, 4 runs to bring 50 up. It took something special, and that was a special shot.
Well, not the best of deliveries, full and outside off, allowing Fayaz to free his arms. Taimur has erred in his line and length. But what a shot that is, over extra cover. Not an easy shot to play, but the class of Fayaz was written all over it. 1 bounce and over the ropes. So a good start after the drinks break, after they are hydrated, and the 50 comes up in the process.
Well, it looks even better if the left-hander Executes that shot, and this one is even better now. On to the leg side. He pulls that one and hits it for another boundary. This is back-to-back boundaries. Probably they were looking for one big over, and certainly seems to be that over.
That was a poor delivery. One on the off, this one down the leg side, a short delivery with that pace on offer. Fayaz is not going to miss out. He can play that shot all day, all night long. 4 more back-to-back boundaries for the southpaw.
Just playing on the onside with soft hands. They'll take single. That's sensible now. Hits 2 boundaries and gets to the non-striking end. As you mentioned, you can watch him. He can play that shot all day long. I can watch that replay all day long. That was a great shot.
Well, you're right about Fayaz. He's very stylish, very elegant. He's got that lazy elegance about him. Well, no lazy elegance in that. Just brute force and power from Ali Abid that he's launched it over long on for half a dozen more. This is an expensive over from Dynamos. Taimur has been taken to the cleaners, and that is another ballistic hit from Ali Abid.
Yeah, no look shot. He just had a little bit of a glance there. He knew it the soon it left the bat. That is gone. That's a small dot in the darkness. And ball is going somewhere in the bushes. Beautiful hit. Taimur is just losing it up when he takes that jump. He's dropping that pace. What that run-up he's building. Look at that run-up closely.
Well, gentle medium pace from Taimur, and Ali Abid and Fayaz are enjoying that over from Taimur. Expensive one. Brings Blitzers right back in the game. 17 runs. 16 now with that single. One more ball to go.
They were looking for this sort of an over that we knew it that both of these batters, if they're taking their time, it would be definitely a plan, part of plan. They will attack, and they are certainly attacking now. Just tucked it towards the onside. They'll take single only. And to conclude the over, number 11, an expensive one, 17 coming off it. It's 64 for 3. Irfan into the attack. This time we play that cut shot to bring the right hand on the strike. Ali Abid, he's switching his gears now.
Well, and that's needed with 114 required from 53 balls. It's time for them to start scoring runs and get at least one boundary in every over. That will keep them in that run chase.
Yeah, beautiful leg cutter there. Just beats the right-hander comprehensively.
That's a good ball. Slower and just rolling his fingers over the ball. As you mentioned, Abid, that leg cutter coming in. And that is the right way to go for Dynamos as well. You have to change your pace. It's a very good batting track. The ball is coming onto the bat nicely. And when that happens, the bowlers have to rely on their variations.
I think the shorter format is all about variation. Meanwhile, it's been hit along the carpet, beats the man inside the ring. They get 2 runs. Irfan has been he's bowling quite containing overs here. Just given 13 in 2.3. Excellent bowling. That's what you need to do. You have picked up the wicket early in the day. Now you need to contain runs. Beautiful delivery coming in sharply. It's just not allowing batters to settle down with one pace.
Yes, interesting to see some movement in the air for Irfan in the 12th over of the game. So that tells you that the ball still has some shine on it. And he's able to get that ball into the right-handed Ali Abid. So he's mixing it up nicely and has been economical in his spell so far.
Yeah, he thrashed that one along the carpet. That will beat the man inside the ring and outside the ring as well. He'll get 4 runs. Playing it late and making sure he plays in the gap as well.
That's what you need from Ali Abid. That's a poor delivery, just short and wide, and he's not going to miss out on that length. Played in the gap towards extra cover. No chance for the fielder at cover sweeper to get there in time. So another boundary. The boundary that they needed in the over has come from the bat of Ali Abid.
With final delivery of Irfan. Yeah, around the pads, he just flicked it on the onside. The call should be 2. And they'll get there quite easily. They need a bit too much to do with the bat in hand. It's 73 for 3 at the end of 12 blitzers.
So current run rate of 6 and over required is 13.25. In comes Ammar Badami. First ball, a half tracker, a long hop. And Fayyaz, well, he is disappointed because that was one ball that he could have hit out of the park, out of the Dubai Sports City as well.
Yeah, maybe towards that ring of fire, which is just maybe half a kilometer away from here. Yeah,
Again on the pads. Full and wanted to sweep that. They will get a single though.
and not a convincing start of the over for Blitzers, the way they're looking, because this pressure of asking run rate is just making them uneasy. 13.7. Yeah, they need to do some heavy lifting, especially captain Ali Abid.
He's hit that in the air and straight into the hands of the fielder there. Umar Dogar, if I'm not wrong, with that catch, a simple catch for him. He'll not miss out. And it's the captain, Ali Abid, playing a false shot. You're talking about pressure. This is pressure. Trying to hit that from outside off towards long on. And an easy catch for Umar Dogar. Celebration time for Ammar Badami.
Yeah, that celebration, a famous celebration of Umar Dogar. Let us know that he has taken that catch with that tie 5. Captain walking out scored 26 of 28. It's 74 for 4. The team Blitzers in a bit of bother. Marbadami with that wicket to his name and a big one. He takes the captain out of the occasion. Uzair Bacha has come in to bat here with 160 strike rate. That will come in handy, Shoaib.
Cut away towards point, a misfield, chase for the fielder, too easy on the offer. And, well, he's put in the slide and that has allowed them to get to the third as well. So 3 runs taken on the very first ball by Uzair.
Shoaib, I'm a big fan of Fayaz Ahmed and Ali Abid batting together, but certainly today, what I see lacking is running between the wicket. They were not too great while running between the wicket. That was safe. Vikram Sanjaya Bandara there does well.
That's a good save. Putting in the slide, realizing that his right hand is not going to reach the ball, so he uses his left to push the ball back in. Saved 1 run for his side. Well, Ali Abid and Fayaz, beg your pardon, have been the backbone for Blitzers in the middle order. But I think the credit has to be given to Dynamos as well, the way they've bowled, the way Irfan especially has bowled in the middle overs, has not given away runs and has variations up his sleeve.
Yeah, those cutters came really handy. They were having difficult time.
Next over.
Just cuts it down, plays it late cut there. He might get a boundary. That teases away the fielder and gets to the boundary line. 4 to end the over.
Well, a dive coming in at that position of short third, and Uzair gets his 4. 82 for 4 after 13.
Yeah, 13 overs done and dusted. It's time for floating power play. You need to take that before 16 overs. The 2 overs for power play. But over here, they have taken it slightly earlier. Probably the reason being Fayaz Ahmed is still out there. They've gone to their ace bowler, Vikram Sanjaya, to bowl that all-important over. 14th over. This is power play, floating power play. They're just maneuvering their fielders around, pushing back. The square leg fielder, Amar Badami. They're just getting that man from the point region. The left-hander it is on strike. A lot of changes are being made in the field. It's 13.8 required run rate. And now this 2 overs of power play will pretty much decide the game. Oh, wanted to go hard at it. Fayaz Ahmed getting only air onto it. As you mentioned earlier about his lazy elegance. He didn't get a lot of games before this match. Probably this is his first game. And he was not keeping well as well. Now that every single dot ball is piling the pressure up. Now he gets that one. Meat of the bat. Just over the long on fielder. They'll only take single. Zair Baja would be on strike now. He will be showing his worth of being in playing 11.
Yes, it is time for him to raise his hand and rise to the occasion. 14 runs and over required. We've seen that being chased at that rate. It's not impossible, but somebody has to play an extraordinary innings. And Uzair will want to leave a mark in this tournament, the ILT20 development tournament, where all eyes of all the franchises, everybody's closely monitoring the performance of each and every player. So this is your chance to rise up to the occasion. Short ball from Wickham. He is definitely making a mark in the tournament. Abid, you've seen him bowl.
Impressive. Got a good pace as well. And this time straight targeting the helmet. Sniff the leather, that's what they say. Good delivery.
That's a good, well-directed bouncer. Very close to the helmet.
Yeah, this time he goes slower. It's up in the air. Who wants it? Keeper maybe trying. No. Oh, puts it down. Usually safest hand in the outfield. I think it's Sama. Yeah. He puts that one down. Usually he takes the good ones, but this time it was an easy one, which he just dropped it down.
Well, that should have been taken. Wickham has bowled, has set it up so very nicely. First the bouncer, then the slower delivery. He was outplayed on that occasion. A simple catch should have been taken. Doesn't reach there. There are three fielders, including Wickham, waiting for Osama to take that catch. It could have been wicket number 3 for Wickham not to be. And you'll have to feel for Wickham Bandara. He's bowled exceptionally well in this game. Has given away 9 runs, including this wide. This is his 4th over in progress. Outstanding performance from Wickham.
Yeah, probably he's the right contender to bowl that 5th over. Yeah, which is a new addition. Something for the bowlers.
Interesting point that you make, Abid. He definitely deserves that 5th over. He'll get a few more wickets and will be a contender for the player of the match in this tournament if Dynamos win the game.
Yeah, bowls that wide Yorker. It's a legal delivery. You haven't given much in this over. Only 2 runs. 1 drop already. The catch was put down by Osama. I think he was crowded. Bit too much. You don't need a lot of crowd around you while you're taking the catch.
Well, all said and done, I think that should have been taken. At this level, you expect your players to be at their peak performance. And that should have been an easy catch for Osama. Sliced in the air. And finally, after juggling the ball multiple number of times, Wickham Bandara gets another wicket. Fayaz will have to walk back. And it's the 3rd for Wickham, the 5th of Blitzers.
Fayaz was probably ready for that wide Yorker, but didn't expect the full toss. And Samaludawatte. Yeah. Oh, my dogger. Great scenes here at the ICC Cricket Academy. The wicket is falling here. Another good over from Wickham. And the danger man is walking out, scoring run a ball 32. It's 85 for 5. 85 with half of the side is back at the hut. Umar Doga has been given the responsibility to bowl the 15th. Slower one he starts with. Was spit in the air, but in the gap as well. There is a chase for Amit Khan. And the ball wins the race. He raced away for 4. Good start of the over for Blitzers. He got a boundary here, but plenty of more work is needed to be done here. Look at that slower one. Slow full toss. Could have choose to go anywhere. Zair Basha, where he chose to go through the covers. The mighty efforts, mighty chase from Hamid Khan. The outfield is lightning quick. Now bowled it wide, outside off. Yeah, he knew it the soon he delivered that. It's a wide delivery. For 5. The required run rate is above than 15 runs and over. I don't see any demons in the wicket. But the problem is those 5 wickets down.
Slashed hard. Beats the fielder at short third and the ball races away for 4. So finally some respite for the Blitzers. Another boundary added to the total. 2 Uzairs out there in the middle. Left-handed, right-handed combination. They'll need quite a few more of those for Blitzers to get back in the game.
And they got 9 runs already of this over so far. They need at least 2 big overs. Big overs that I'm talking about is above than at least 18 to 19 runs or maybe 20 runs over. He's been all over the place. Umar Dogar, not so sure what he's trying, but I'm sure he's trying the slower one. Back up the hand delivery, not executing it to the perfection.
And that was down the leg side. He doesn't want any advice. He's very animated all the time. A character in the side, but very effective. He's a fighter. He's got that attitude, that never say die attitude, and which is a boon, an asset for any side. Slower from Umar, as Abid was pointing out. He's trying that slower delivery. This time he gets it right on the stumps.
I think the pressure is on the batting side. The slower you bowl, the harder they will try. Let them work hard for the runs.
Yes, we discussed about this earlier as well. The variation is what is important. Variation is the key word, is the mantra for the bowlers on a wicket, which is very conducive for batting. And Umar knows that. It's been a plan that has been working so far for the Dynamos. Clipped off the pads will be 2 runs. Yes, it's in the gap. He's looking for the third as well, but they'll only settle for 2.
Yeah, he's bowled a couple of extras, got hit for a couple of boundaries. It's still the pressure on the batting side. They need more than this. They just managed to get the required run rate hardly. That too. This final delivery will decide. Probably 2 more deliveries to go here.
Bowls the slower bouncer, a short delivery. Doesn't have a lot of pace on it. And they scamper through for a single.
They need to deal in boundaries more often than not. This game is slightly slipping out of the hand of Blitzers.
Yes, it's getting tougher with every passing over. 1 more ball to go in this 15th over. Target of 179, and they are just 1 run away from the triple figure mark. Nicely bowled. Another run added to the total, and 15 overs completed as Blitzers, beg your pardon, get to 100 for the loss of 5 wickets. Change in the com box to take you through for the next 5 and the last 5 of this game is going to be Abdul Rahman Tariq and Mohammad Rashid.
Thank
Thank
you, Shoaib. And Abid, you welcome Abdurrahman. 15 overs, 100 for 5. Looking very difficult for the blitzers here. They need 79 of 30 deliveries. What an effort, this one from Dynamos. You can go ahead now.
Thank you, Rashid. 100 up in the 15th over. 80 runs needed in 5. They just couldn't get going. The blitzers, their run chase faltering from over number 1. And Uzair Basha, oh, he's guided that down to third man. He gets a boundary. He's the only batter who's batting at a strike rate of better than 200. And he has to do that every over now if they want to have any chance.
That was a wonderful shot. Look at how late he played that, right under his eyes. Gets it perfectly in the gap and 4 runs all the way. Yeah, this is a very difficult task, not impossible. And with Uzair playing so superbly, 10 deliveries for him, 22 runs. I think it'll take some doing by him, but at the moment, I think the Dynamos are doing a wonderful job. They realize what the strong zones are for Uzair, and straight away we saw Irfan change his line and he bowled that slower delivery as well.
Yeah, Uzair just shadow practicing what he should have done. Uzair Khan, 3 deliveries, 3 runs, beg your pardon. Just the 2 deliveries faced. An uphill task here for the blitzers.
74 of 27. Very, very difficult. Both the Uzairs out there. Uzair Khan on strike now. Or tries to go big, gets the top edge. Is it a chance? Just falls short of the fielder. Is it a boundary? I think it is.
Yeah, it's Umar Dogar. I think he's just overrun that. And the ball hitting his hand, hitting the grass and just spinning away.
Yeah, sometimes those edges give you that extra revs on the ball and it tends to spin. So you'll have to be very careful as a fielder. You have to get your body behind the ball just to anticipate that spin. On that occasion, I think Umar Dogar missing out, and the 4 very important runs for the blitzers. That required run rate is touching 17 now. So it's a very, very difficult task now. Wants to go for the single. The other Uzair wasn't interested.
Yeah, I think they need to just throw the bat on ball now. No point trying to take singles and doubles. They've lost, I think they have lost that power point. And they need almost 18 and over. No plan in the run chase. And trying to take singles and doubles is not going to work, especially against Mohammad Irfan. He's bowled a decent spell, not a regular bowler for the Dynamos. 28 conceded in 3.5.
Yeah, it's been a very economical spell by the fast bowler. He hasn't picked wickets, but 28 runs is gold here. Last delivery of his spell that's been pushed towards mid-off will be a single, and that will end the over. 16 done, 110 for the loss of 5. 69 required of the last 4.
And it's Ammar Badami who's come into bowl. Picked up a wicket, gave away 8 runs in his first over. He has a big cushion now, a lot of runs to defend at the moment. Starts off trying to get that googly towards the left-handed Uzair Khan. They get 2. Good opportunity here for the youngster to get through a couple of overs. They'll need a bit of a miracle here, a mini miracle. 15 runs every over from here. And even then they'll fall a few runs short. In the air this time, is there a fielder coming under it? Yes, there is. While no mistakes done, Hamid Khan is very, very comfortable under the high ball. He's a safe pair of hands. And they get another big wicket here. The Dynamos all over the Blitzers. Straight into the hands of Hamid Khan. No mistake. 67 needed of 22. 112 for 6. Uzair Khan goes for 10. Ammar Badami amongst the wickets got 2. And he's bowling to Aryan Lakra. We'd forgotten about Aryan. Walking in at number 8 for the Blitzers. And the question about their batting tactics, their batting lineup, well, it continues. Tossed up delivery and he's bowled him. Aryan Lakra just doesn't seem to be in the mood today. He's missed a full straight delivery. Loopy ball on the stumps, plays all around it, and he's bowled him.
Oh, that was a very good delivery from Ammar. That's what you get when you bowl straight on the stumps. Aryan Lakra trying to force that. And the first ball duck for him. 7 wickets down for 113. In a lot of trouble here, the Blitzers.
Dhruv Parashar walking in at number 9. Aryan Lakra at 8. Very interesting batting lineup this from the Blitzers. And Ammar, 2 wickets to his name. Oh, poor effort in the field. The point fielder lets it go and they take 2. Well, the Dynamos, they know the game is in the bag, but you need to keep your standards up. Remember, there are a lot of scouts looking.
Yeah, fair point there. Meanwhile, let's have a look at that delivery once again. Right on middle stump. I think Aryan Lakra completely missed that. They know. Probably just dipped in front of him. Well, coming back to that point, there's a lot of scouts around, so you have to get your A game in. And Amar is certainly getting his A game in, but that's a wonderful shot. That's a beautiful shot behind point from Dhruv Prashar. Gets 4 runs. That's wonderfully timed.
And this is why I have to question, why is he walking in at number 9? Dhruv Prashar, top order batter. So is Aryan Lakra. When they had lost those quick wickets in the power play, would have been a better option to send in somebody like Aryan or Dhruv just to continue scoring runs while they had Ali Abid and Fayaz Ahmed. Not a big fan of Nadeem walking in at number 3, to be honest. He's so strong against the spinners, especially lower down the order. Do they have time now, the think tank, to fix things? That's the question for the Blitzers, looking at an early exit from this tournament. A single to finish the over, 10 runs coming off it, but the important stat is the 2 wickets. 120 for 7 now, the Blitzers. They need 59 runs in 3 overs. It's Mohammad Asif coming in to bowl. Had a dream power play, not just with the ball, but in the field as well.
That was superb, wasn't he? First with the ball and then took that catch at fine leg, short fine leg. That was a big, big wicket. First it was Usman getting that outside edge, good catch in the gully area, I thought. And then it was that catch taken by Asif of the bowling of Vikum that really set things going for the Dynamos.
Well, I think Vikum still has one more over up his sleeve, and I'd like to see him come and bowl. Uzair has been watching the damage from the other end. He's on 23 of 12 deliveries, and the last 2 overs has faced only 1 ball. Charges down the track, hits it hard, hits it high. Has that gone for 6? Yes, it has.
That's a wonderful shot. And we were just talking about how he's been a spectator at the other end. He's taken things into his own hand, coming down the track. And look at that. Coming close to the delivery and playing it as straight as possible, not trying to go across the line. Getting it from the middle of the bat, got a lot of elevation and distance as well to fetch him 6 runs. 29 of 13. He's playing a different game altogether. Cuts it very hard behind point. That is a wonderful shot. Asif pulling his length back a little too much, and he has to pay for that. 4 more runs.
Oh, he's looking very good, Uzair. 33 of 14 for him. It's a no-win situation, but as we were saying, lots of eyes still on this game. Yes, no chance of a run out, no. A dot ball to end the over. Well, mathematically, they're still in it. The Blitzers, 48 needed of the last 12 deliveries. Umar Dogar brought into bowl over number 19.
So it'll probably be Wickham to bowl the last over. Rightly so, he deserves to get another chance, another go at the batting of the Blitzers. He was the main destructor at the top of the innings.
Yeah, 3 more wickets in hand for the Blitzers. And Wickham would fancy getting to that fifer. He's got 3 wickets to his name. Look at that spell. 17 dot balls, 4 overs, 9 runs and 3 wickets. Economy rate of 2.25. Unbelievable effort.
That's phenomenal. And look at Asif, 15 dots for him as well. So I think at the top of the innings, that is where the Blitzers just didn't capitalize. But talk about those 2 overs from Amar Badami as well. 3 wickets in 2 overs. Yes, he came when there was a lot of runs required. There was a lot of pressure. But to pick up 3 wickets in 2 overs, that takes some doing. And the youngster has proved himself.
Yeah, remember no Karthik Miyappan for the Dynamos. So they are a frontline spinner short. And Amar Badami is putting his hand up. .132 for 7. 47 more runs needed. Still in this game, mathematically still in the game. Uzair trying to go downtown. And very disappointed with the end result. He wanted to get a maximum. 45 now needed of 9 legal deliveries. Just a couple of more dot balls and the Dynamos will be home. Dhruv Prasher 9 of 6. Oh, short ball. He has pulled it. Has he pulled it well enough? Yes, he has. Uzair Basha is enjoying himself in the middle. He gets tournament 6 number 98 under his belt. Moves into the 40s as well.
Oh, that's a fantastic hit. Look at that. Gets it from the middle of the bat. It was a slower delivery, attempted slower delivery. That skidded on. And I think that's the reason why Uzair got it from the meat of the bat, middled it, and got a lot of elevation. The distance was superb, went high and handsome for a maximum. That's a brilliant shot, and I think now Uzair deserves a promotion in the batting order.
Well, he has been a bit of an unknown entity to us. Uzair Basha selected in this Blitzers batting lineup, and we were thinking, where will he bat? Because this is a power-packed lineup, to say the least. And he's made a statement, 41 of 18. He's been batting at a strike rate of almost 200 in the entire tournament.
That's a statement of authority, isn't it? Now he tells you that he can bat anywhere between 1 and 6. Nothing below that. 140 for 7. Yes, I think this game is definitely slipped out of the hands of the Blitzers. 39 of 8 is no easy task with 7 wickets down. But I still think this innings will just be remembered for a long time by everybody who's watching. 41 of 18 deliveries. He's been absolutely fantastic.
And this is where you have to question the tactics from the Blitzers. That last over of Zubair, very expensive. Again goes for the drive, misses out. Uzair conceding 20 runs, not once but twice while bowling.
Yeah, he ended up giving 54 runs in his 5 overs. That's a lot in a T20, especially if you're being considered as the super bowler. So that tells you that there was a lot of confidence in him, but just couldn't execute his plans rightly. And credit should be given to Dynamos, the way they played that last over. Got those 20 runs. That's what set them apart, I think.
Yeah, 39. The required score so far. He's gone over cover. Is there a fielder under it? No, it's a big chase for Irfan. Must be tired as well. He's bowled a 4 over spell. They're looking for 3, and this is a good result for the Blitzers, at least for Uzair Basha, because he will be on strike for the last over. 143 for 7 now. 1 more over to go. 36 needed of the last over. 6 sixes, and it's still Blitzers game. Shami maybe with a signal that a lot of you people might not understand, will let you know what's just happened. It's Vikum who is the super bowler. So he will bowl over number 5, a new innovation in this ILT20 development tournament. And I think one of my new favorite rules.
Oh yeah, he's a super bowler, literally. Look at those figures. 4 overs, 3 wickets, 9 runs. Well, you don't even see those in test matches now.
Yeah, absolutely. If he was playing against England,
In England.
yeah, they wouldn't be letting him bowl 4 overs and concede only 9. Starts off with a dot ball. Uzair on 44 of 20. Well, this could be a mini victory at least for the Blitzers. If he could get to his half century, he's deserved it. Stood out in this very dismal batting performance by the Blitzers.
Indeed. I think that will be one of the positives that I'll take from this game. At the moment, 44 21, so 5 deliveries to get to his half century. Slower delivery, look at that. How well is he bowled that? How did he miss the stumps?
Well, there is a mini battle going on here. It's Uzair who wants to get to 50. It's Vikum who wants 5 wickets to his name. And 4 balls to go. What a bowler Vikum is turning out to be.
Yeah, one of the best in the domestic circuit, especially with the new ball, the way he moves the ball away from the right-hander, gets that ball to come into the right-hander as well. He's got both the movements and that length he bowls. I think that's very deceiving.
Again a short ball and he's missed out. And the irony of it all is he wouldn't have been bowling with the new ball if Sanchit and Zahoor were still in the side. Came in first change when the two were playing. And rightly so, Karthik Miyappan, leading the side at that time, going with his experienced bowlers with the new ball. But if there is another edition of this and Vikum is playing, first of all, I'm sure a lot of other teams will want to draft him quickly. I don't think you're taking the new ball away from him anytime.
Meanwhile, Uzair has got a hold of this, but the fielder has missed it. They'll run away towards the boundary. That was a chance. Could have been the 4th wicket for Vikum. Not to be add insult to injury. That's a boundary.
Well, that's very poor. You have to say that is very poor. A good slower ball. Uzair Basha not getting a good connection. It was Muhammad Irfan with a very casual effort. Well, you're in the field for your bowlers. You have to back him up. He has deserved a wicket, not a boundary to be conceded of his over.
Absolutely, that battle would have been clearly won by Vikum, not the case. 48 for Uzair. Can he get to a half century? Once again, short pitch delivery. That's another good delivery. That's another dot ball. So 1 ball to get those 2 runs. Can he do it?
Well, he's ducked under it. Don't understand why.
Probably didn't pick it up. It was a quicker, fast ball. Short pitch. Aimed at the helmet. And that's the reason why I think he just ducked away. That very instinctive leave there.
Well, it's Vikum looking for his 4th wicket. It's Uzair looking for a half century. The points in the bag for the Dynamos. Last ball coming up. He's gone over the point. Racing away. He's going to push for 2. He has to push for 2. Uzair Basha stranded at 49. Unbelievable from both the teams. And he seems to be content with that.
Well, he probably hasn't realized he was on 48. It's clearly on the big screen, but probably hasn't noticed that. But the breaking news for this game is the Dynamos win this game by 30 runs. That's a huge margin in a T20 game. It's been a clinical performance by the men in red, first with the bat and now with the ball. They have been phenomenal in the field.
Well, I'm still scratching my head over what's happened in the last 3 deliveries. But you're right. The end result is what matters. That's the batting card then. And the problem was up top. Kamran, 6 of 10. Usman Khan, a 0 against his name. Take a screenshot. This is not going to happen again. Nadeem, 8 of 6. Ali Abid, 26 of 28 deliveries. Fayaz, 32 of 32. A runner ball innings at that stage was just not good enough. And Uzair Basha, the youngster, walking in and scoring 49 of 26 deliveries.
8 extras in that, and let's have a look at the bowling for the Dynamos. 6 bowlers used. Asif at the top of the innings was superb in his first 3 overs. Didn't give away too many runs. Picked up a wicket as well. Vikum, what a wonderful bowler he was at the top. I think he was the difference with the new ball. Gave away just 14 runs. Look at those dot balls, 21 of them, and 3 very, very important wickets. With the spin department, it was Amar Badami, 2 overs, 18 runs, and he picked up 3 wickets. So I think it's been a very good performance. The other bowlers not able to pick up wickets, but they've been very, very consistent. Other than Temur, he was tried, but I think that experiment failed.
Yeah, the 14 against Vikum's name. Well, one of them was a boundary off a misfield. That was a catch dropped as well. Let's have a quick look at the highlights then. And the highlights will belong to the men in red.
Yeah, that's the first catch. Look at that wonderful effort from Umar Dogar, and that delivery was superb. It was Kamranatha who tried to go big after that, just went across the line, kept losing wickets. That was a lucky chance, and since then, I think it was Dynamos all over.
Yeah, there was a mini partnership, but the problem was it was a runner ball partnership. They wanted to score at 10, 11, 12 runs and over. Just couldn't get going. Fayaz and Ali Abid. That was the big over. Temur going for 17. At that stage, you thought maybe the blitzers are coming into their own. Ali Abid was looking very good. And then Amar Badami walked in and got a massive breakthrough.
Yeah, that was the breakthrough they were looking for. I think Ali Abid and Fayaz both were looking to just take the game as deep as possible and then try to target those power play overs, but just couldn't get that going. That plan didn't work, and that is where Dynamos took full advantage of the game. And since they lost those 2 wickets, I think Dynamos made sure that they didn't give any other batter any chance other than Uzair.
Yeah, it was not that Uzair. He fell cheaply to Ammar Badami. A 2-wicket over from the young leggy, getting both left-handers out. But it was Uzair Basha who was on the other end, scoring runs very quickly. Beautiful shot that for a maximum, and then got a 4 next ball. And I have to say he is extremely unlucky to end up unbeaten on 49.
Yeah, especially because he played 5 dot balls in that last over. Could have easily got to his half century. That's the match summary then. Match number 11. 20 overs, 178 for 8. That's what Dynamos could get. Blitzers winning the toss and inviting Dynamos to have a bat first. That was a very good total on this wicket. Hamid getting 48 of 30. He was phenomenal at the top of the innings. That's, I think, been difference for the Dynamos. Since he's come into the side, he's provided that early start, and that is where they've managed to get big totals on the board. Shahzad 25 of 12. That was a good little cameo. Irfan 22 of 8. Dhruv picked up a couple of wickets. So did Usman. And it was Aryan who picked up 1 wicket.
Oh, but my question is going to be the overs that they've bowled. Not even a single bowler that took wickets actually bowled their full quota. ILT20 blitzers then just couldn't get going in the run chase. It was Uzair Basha in at number 6, scoring 49 of 26. Vikum and Ammar picking up 3 wickets each. Dynamos winning their first game by a massive margin of 30 runs. Well, we got Shoaib Ahmed downstairs with the presentation party for the post-match presentation.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation for the match number 11 that was played between Dynamos and Blitzers. What a game we witnessed. It was a dominating performance from Dynamos. In all 3 departments of the game, they were clinical, first with the bat and then with the ball as well. Batting first, Dynamos scored 178, and in reply, Blitzers could only manage 148. A comfortable and an emphatic victory for Dynamos in this game. Joining me in the post-match presentation today to hand over the player of the match memento, I've been joined by our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. He's got the player of the match memento in his hand, and no surprises there because it is for somebody who's been phenomenal with the ball, has used that new ball to his advantage and has been a threat for batters all throughout the tournament. Vikum Sanjaya Bhandara, the player of the match. 5 overs for him, a maiden in that, gave away just 14 runs and took 3 wickets. Could have been more had the catches been taken, but he'll be happy and pleased with the performance. Vikum, well done today. I know it could have been a fifer, but overall you contributed towards the win of the team, and that is more important.
Yes, I'm trying to hard for the doing every time doing the new ball, doing 2 wickets. I'm trying to wicket. That's my ambition. I'm very good that tournament for the playing here because I'm the foreign here to be playing because I'm doing this more hard for the playing ILT bigger one because I hope for the play for the ILT bigger one.
Yes, tell us a little bit about the conditions. It helped you today. You were able to move the ball away under lights.
Yeah, the seamers help for this condition for the move away for the underlight because of the very good surface for the seamers that wicket, and the deck hard for the seamers that ball doing fast for this surface.
This is your player of the match memento. Who do you want to dedicate to? I know it means a lot for you.
That's thank for my coach. That's amazing support for my coach and my team, giving to backups every time, giving to a new ball for me. That's trust me for the team.
Well done. We enjoyed your bowling as always, and all the best for the future games.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Vikum Bandara, the player of the match, got 3 wickets in his 5 overs, a maiden included in that as well. That's it from the post-match presentation here, but we've got another game lined up for you. It is going to be the Marvels taking on the Thunderbolts. That's coming up next. Stay tuned for that next game.